No! This is dirty, dude. Ow! I was staring at it! No!
You really need to get right in there, right at the front, and just get like a really good advantage going. And you have to kind of get lucky too. Yeah, that's exactly how you pretty much need to play this, it looks like.
This is a game.
Yes. And it's so simple and yet it's so fun. That's what I love. No. Uh-oh.
Oh no,
we panic basketted. Sorry about that.
The downside is that that even though we're trying to what? No. What? Hey! That was not cool.
Quick.
Not cool. Oop. Oop. Boop, boop. Okay, yeah, I can. Oh, come on!
Whew, fastest finger in the West. Uh-oh, panic? Panic basket? Are we panic? I'm gonna check the stream health.
Oh no.
Alright, we good. We good. That's weird, I'm not dropping any frames, I'm just dropping connection randomly. I might have to switch to wireless pretty soon, just so I can be assured of constant connectivity. If it happens one more time, then I'll do that. We'll take a quick little 5-minute break and take care of that, but for the meantime...
Alright, let's back out and see what else we got.
Yeah, let's enjoy a little bit more Game & Watch.
Cement Factory.
It's a one player.
Ah, that's okay. It's a very hard game, though, apparently. There's a high score on it, though.
Let's go for it.
Oh, I think I might have seen something like this before.
Oh, I get it. Okay, yeah, I can see this getting really hard. Look at little Yoshi helping out. Oh, come on, man, really?
Oh, falling to your death.
Yeah, you're getting your frog. No worries about that. As a matter of fact, I'm planning to round off the retro stream with the new Frogger Speed game that I discovered. Which will allow us to get... Oh my god, Yoshi's eating the cement?
I don't think that's cement. I think it's supposed to be a cookie factory.
I sure hope it is. Otherwise, this game is gonna...
Hurt poor Yoshi.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it makes like little pastries. That's cool. Speaking of pastries, would you mind handing me one of those mandolins? Thanks.
You're very welcome.
I'm gonna run to school now.
If you couldn't tell, he was joking about how he was gonna run to school now because he had a pastry in his mouth. Usually that's supposed to be, what is it, toast? Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see how this game would be addicting.
There's a little boo in there, what the heck?
You might want to get up to that top one.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, while you're a bit... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh no!
And that's the game.
Uh-oh.
No! Yoshi,
Poor
no!
Poor Yosh.
Rip
Well,
Yoshi.
since you're a little busy and I can't tell your story, I'll go ahead and tell one of mine.
Sure.
So this is a story about how I was 18 at the time. Yes, anime. We'll always make anime reference. So this is a story about how I was lost in San Francisco when I had a summer job when I was 18.
Oh yeah.
Now it's not a particularly it's best told with my buddy that was there with me at the time, but it was a very humorous turn of events. Basic idea is that we were door-to-door salesmen, and let me tell you, not a glamorous job, especially in the county we live in. But it was fun in some sense, because they were really trying to make a, shall we say, a kind of community effort out of the job.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely didn't make it feel like you were on your own the entire time.
Well, that's good.
It was, however, kind of a hard sell where we live, considering the product that we're selling and the price it's at. It's just like, wow, that's really not going to sell here.
Uh-oh.
It was knives, by the way, in case anyone's interesting.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, hey, take care, Abra. Nice to see you.
Yeah.
So we're in town, and just like, this was before I had a car, so transportation was a tricky situation. So we were supposed to go to this kind of seminar.
Oh, it was Mudkip that was stopping by. Well, it's nice to have you on the stream, Mudkip.
Yes, very nice to...
Hope you can come back sometime, and it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Alright. Yeah.
Sorry about that, Albert. We just kind of got a mistake, but we got a little mistaken over who was going and staying.
Oh my god, look at this. Someone scored a 953!
Like I said, this is a game you can really lose yourself in.
And 1286! Oh my god. I'm gonna check out the classic version real quick.
Oh god, this is ugly. Oh, you died.
Oh, that was me. Huh? I see. I remember this game.
Don't get crushed.
Right.
Anyways, as I was saying.
Yeah. Excuse me.
So we were in San Francisco for a particular reason. A sales seminar. It's just like, all right, you want to get those numbers up? Here's what you want to do. Just you can't. There's no falling allowed at all.
Oh, that's bad.
Like, so it's just meant to get
the heck out of here.
Yeah, it was meant to get you hyped up and ready to sell. Oh, thank you.
Bait mate. Rain shower. I'm gonna go through these and see which ones are multiplayer.
Sure. Anyway, so we had a good time and all, but we were tired. I mean, we had they provided us with a meal eventually at the seminar. It's just like it was just long overdue, and we were starving. So we get down there pretty easily, but getting back, no one had GPS on their phones or any device like that, and we were just flat out lost. And you know, we're all young, and this is a summer job, so none of us particularly have a large amount of cash to throw around. So we were actually racing the clock because
mandolin, yeah, it is both a stringed instrument and a delectable pastry.
Oh yes. Anyways, so we had no idea how to get home from San Francisco, other than the fact that we needed to get over the Golden Gate Bridge. And it was getting dark out, and fog was setting in, and I seriously expected to just see Joker show up, because this whole place looked like Gotham. So everything was kind of looking a little dicey.
Wanna go for one more round of this?
Sure. One sec. Ow.
Let's try the classic. Oh, we can't do multiplayer on classic. Okay, let's just try Mario Man. Here we go. And you can continue your story if you want. Oh, post mandolin, of course.
No, I don't imagine most stringed instruments, any instrument, taste instruments, are stringed instruments, otherwise would be pitched that good.
I see.
Let's add the handicaps just to see what they do.
Yeah, what the heck. Oh, the drops are super fast.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, this is how to play. This is how we're gonna play this. Now you actually have to make a sacrifice to decide whether you want to shoot or get more stuff. It's basically an RNG fest, like whoever happens to get the ghost on their side.
No!
Yeah.
So we were, okay, you still can only retrieve water from the center mile.
Yeah.
Turn. Okay, up. Not good.
Say hello to my little friend.
Oh no, that's animal abuse. Yeah, just don't throw up the peace sign, you jerk.
Peter's gonna get all up in your grill.
Oh, how do you like that, huh?
I don't. Come on, man. You're japing me. Y'all getting us some japes. Man, really?
Yes, really.
Really, man? Shut. Sod off. You cheeky.
Bubble, bubble, bubble. Donkey Kong, use Bubble Beam! Haha. Ba 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 ba!
I feel like this is kind of like Five Nights at Freddy's, where there's actually like a queue for when the game over happens. So if you can catch yourself within that little time frame, then...
Yeah, it's slightly more forgiving than Five Nights at Freddy's. Ba
Yeah,
ba ba ba!
very true.
No! No! Don't change
Trolled.
frames! Yo!
That Boo is such a troll.
Okay, let's see.
That's how you use the soundboard, my friends. Oh my god.
You know, fire monkeys happen a little more often, but yeah, I think that was the first instance of a flaming monkey.
What is that, Chimchar or something?
Yes, that was his fire Pokemon starter.
Was it Chimchar? Did I get that right?
It was Chimchar.
Nice.
Fourth generation was far and away my least, was far and away not my favorite generation, but I had to admit, I like the fact that the bad guys were very clearly, hey, these guys are so totally bad.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm gonna switch games, because we have a lot to get to.
Alright, moving on. We will be right back after this brief interlude. Anyways, they can still hear us, of course, so I'll go ahead and finish my story while they're there.
Absolutely.
So, we're in San Francisco, and we don't really know our way around, and you think it'd be easy, just like, we just gotta find the bridge, you know, the most iconic bridge there is.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, okay, so let's ask some locals. And, like, we asked a bus driver, hey, can you tell us where to get to Golden Gate Bridge? He's like, I don't know. You not only live here, your job is to navigate. How do you not know?
Mm-hmm.
Just like, what? How? Why? What is this? So we asked a taxi cab driver, and he's like, I don't know. How do you not know? Your job is to not only you don't only live here, and your job is to navigate the place. It's just like, your job is to navigate off route.
Right.
Just like just endless supply of what am I listening to? Single pack link. Okay.
There we go. Okay. Now we wait for it to download.
So we get lost in San Francisco for about 3 hours. And it's getting to the point that we're running out of gas. So we literally put every last penny we had into the tank to get out. We then actually find this couple of English, just a bunch of English tourists that were there for less than a day, and they knew their way around. Why? Because they had a goddamn map that they gave to us, thankfully. That was just like, thank you so very much.
So we have a preference?
Not really. I'm a pink Yoshi, though. That's interesting.
Oh yeah. Should get John in here. And John, if you're listening, this one's for you. I guess we could just go with the classic.
Yeah, let's go. Anyway, so we're lost in San Francisco for hours. We're tired, we're hungry, some of us are passing out. It's just not a good day.
Here we go.
1, 2, 3. So as we're driving... Oh, okay, I get it. Woo! Woo! I got the item. I got the thing! Let's see, how do I use items again? That's bounce. Okay,
Okay, so fun fact, I've played this for a total of 3 minutes, just to make sure it worked, and I don't actually know how to drive in this game.
One would recommend just holding down the A button. I think I might have mentioned that before, how I left an indent of an A on the letter A on my thumb before for constantly playing this game.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I see you got a red shell there.
Mm-hmm. Now, does the hopping or the drifting actually do anything?
I couldn't tell you. Certainly makes certain turns easier, I guess.
Mm-hmm. You know, I think it's faster if I just cut across the dirt like that. Oh, lovely.
Haha, I blocked it. And I missed the item.
And I completely wasted my boost. I'm gonna turn around and grab this item, because hell with it. Invincibility, huh?
Invincibility and a speed boost.
Right.
Now this is an area of gameplay that I am very familiar and comfortable with. Running around in circles and grabbing stuff. Oh no, a boo! What? Oh well, I finished.
Wow, that was some vibrato right there. Alright, let's go to the next track. Let's just do a full circuit here.
Yeah, let's just, dude, I mean, this probably isn't visually stimulating to watch.
Yeah, it's a good story game, though.
Anyway, so we're just lost, running around in circles, just accomplishing nothing. We had no idea, and until we met this English couple that just knew the way around because they've just been tourists having a good time.
There's the boost. It's right at the 2. Oh, I remember this level.
Oh, you're invincible.
Wow, I guess I do need to hop around those corners if I'm gonna... There we go.
Woo!
God! Oh man, inebriated Yoshis. Or at least one, I don't know about you.
Yeah, Pink Lemonade Yoshi!
God, this...
Woo! Woo! Zip, 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 zip. Okay, so that was a bit too much of a...
Zoom. Lakitu says I'm going backwards.
Oh no, I fell in the water!
Now, does this game have fake item boxes?
I don't know. I can't imagine they were of a lot of uses. I mean, this is probably like the one medium of gameplay where you could probably tell the difference between couldn't tell the difference between a real and a fake. Oh no!
How'd that happen?
Gee, I wonder.
Okay, I'm getting the feel for the turns now. So I do kind of... So if I want to take a slow, long turn, I'll just hold down the button. If I want to take a tighter turn, I have to hop. Which is really counterintuitive.
What's up, dude?
God damn it.
Anyway, so we were just lost. And eventually we find our way out. But not before we had some weird antics. Like, we found our way out of the city once that was heavily wooded and just cloaked in fog. Like, we could not see anything. It was straight up Silent Hill. I remember at some point saying, hey dude, turn this thing around before we run into Pyramid Head, because I will freaking kick you guys in front of me to protect myself if we run into that guy.
Too tight.
Because it was a scary scenario.
Well, you got this one, I think.
Yeah. I'll just go ahead and slip over my own bananas. Yeah!
Go for it.
Womp.
I love how you just get a womp on the head.
Yeah. He doesn't what now? Roast me? Oh.
Yeah, roast. GG. Alright, let's hop on to the next track here.
Yeah.
I have one chance to tie you. Ghost Valley.
Oh, yes.
Oh, boy.
So we eventually find our way on the road, and it's just like, finally, and we're like, we're just out on the edge of San Francisco. And we're all tired, we're all exhausted. We're all passing out. Even the driver's really struggling to keep awake, and I'm keeping awake just so that I can talk to him to keep him going. Because you do not want the driver falling asleep, so someone has to stay awake.
That sounds bad.
So as we're plugging along, eventually the car runs out of gas. And it's just like, well, this is a perfect ending to our terrible trip.
Right.
Because it wasn't exactly exciting in the first place, but oh boy, did it turn sour. Anyway, so as we're more or less just plugging along and we're just stopped there. We run out of gas. We just stop right on the side of the road. It's just like, crap, what do we do? Now, everyone's phone is out of service. Nobody can make a phone call with their cell. So it's just like, crap, what do we do? And then, thing about it is, we ran out of gas right, and wow, that's a nice mansion out in the distance. We ran out of gas right out in front of a emergency phone. It's just like, oh my goodness, what are the odds? So the driver hops out, my buddy Jesse, and he calls. It's just like, okay, so he's making a phone call. He's calling for help. He's calling family that lives relatively nearby.
Really?
And you know, after X amount of time, he finally gets through the whole. Man, I am about to lap you.
Just for that.
So he finally gets past the. Oh. Invincibility trying to kind of save you from that. Nope, I left you.
Yeah.
So we are just everyone's dead as the car comes to a grinding halt.
Oh man.
And we're just exhausted. He gets through the whole thing. It's like, hey, I'm in an emergency. Is anyone hurt? No. It's just like, then what's wrong? It's like, my car ran out of gas. It's like, yeah, that's important. So they pass it through, and he's talking to his relative over the phone, saying, hey, I need a tank of gas. And he, in the middle of that conversation, someone else comes online. Sir, you cannot be using this phone for personal calls. It's for emergency only. And they just and that person forces to hang up. It's like, this is an emergency.
Whoa, there's a wall.
So he has to go through that whole hoopla again of being allowed to talk to people. Then he can finally talk to his relative, gave him the details of where the heck we are, and then she finally shows up an hour and a half later with a tank of gas. And we're finally on the road again, and we have to drive a lot of these people home because we're carpooling.
I see.
It was not a happy affair. And what's worse of all is that when he finally dropped most of these guys off in the northern area, in the county above us, a bit north, he has to go out of his way to take me home because I live on the opposite end of the lake of him. Then he has to drive back to his house, and it's just like, that was the worst ever. And it's so late in the night that it might as well just be the morning, and I didn't even bother going to sleep. I just sat down with my brother to watch the TV show Monk, which, by the way, great show. Funnily enough, set in San Francisco. You know what's really funny? I saw literally the first street we saw them walking down happens to be a street that we spent 2 hours looking for, which was supposed to lead us right out of San Francisco, where we needed to go. It's just like, this game is mocking me. Just like,
It's just so slidey.
It just. There's more details to the story, but it's best told when my buddy Jesse's about, because he and I can fill in the blanks of why the hell that this was the weirdest trip to San Francisco ever, and he'd never been there before. I mean, I'd been there before, but I was like a kid, so it's not like I was a personal navigator.
I feel like I have to ride the brakes in this game.
There's a lot of turning involved.
And I just go skirt, and it's all over the place. It's slidey.
This reminds me of one time I was playing with one of the owners of the game store. He was super pissed while we were playing Mario Kart 64 because I had this habit of drifting to grab as many of the item boxes as possible during the game. He's just like, Basil, if I see you steal all the item boxes again, I am gonna fire you.
That's great.
Not rude. I'm just winning. Like everyone. Alright, so this has been Bazillion Crushing Winter Bits at Mario Kart.
I cannot, if there's anything I can't stand in a Mario Kart game, it's slidey controls.
I don't know, I managed. Alright, moving on to the next game.
Yes. Quit.
Alright, so... Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, the dude that hung us up, that was pretty sucky.
Yeah, where's the power? There it
Right
is. Okay. Let's see.
So,
Got Super Monkey Ball.
let's do it.
Monkey Ball Jr. Alright.
Oh god, that story just... Oh.
Woo!
What's the Sega? I hear Sega.
Sega!
Realism? No, I'm not. Definitely not a Sega game. Oh! Super Monkey Ball! Alright. Multiplayer.
I don't think this has single cart multiplayer. Unfortunately, we'll have to double check though.
Waiting for players.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it has.
Alright, so this is gonna be traditional multiplayer. You go, and then I try to beat your score.
Right. Let's go ahead and run through the beginner course then.
Minigames! Yeah, we don't know any minigames.
We need 2,500 play points. So that's our goal. Let's get 2,500 play points.
Okay, more practice mode.
Once again, I've played this for only like 2 minutes, just to make sure it worked. And, I don't know if there's a difference between these characters.
I don't think there is. Just click the one you like. It's a little rockin' soundtrack.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, get the bananas and go through the goal.
Whew, floaty. God, if I didn't like the,
yeah. Got it. Okay, got all the bananas. Oh, you gotta. Oh, there you go.
Okay, so I can't.
So you gotta force your way through it. You don't just touch it. You gotta break through it.
Oh, Abra, Ribbit will be in about an hour and a half. So.
If you want to eat, now is the time.
Yeah, probably. Don't worry, you won't miss anything if you go ahead and go right now.
Okay, so you got 30 seconds for this one.
Oh, I didn't even notice the time limit. What was the time limit on the other one?
It was like 50 seconds, I think.
I see.
Oh, I just noticed that there's other courses.
What's that down there?
Just no more courses floating off the distance, but you don't have time to look. You're halfway done.
Huh.
Your time's almost over.
I wonder if I...
Yeah, hurry up! Got the banana, then break through the tape. Good job.
This takes a delicate touch, man. Righty.
Ready? Go!
Got it.
Ready.
Sneaky Sega. That's something that Sega always has done in my experience, is that when there's hidden collectibles, usually like at the start of the map, you just gotta look. Oh. Ooh.
Yeah, I can't do 100% on this one, I don't think. I'm not gonna risk going off of there.
Tricky situation.
Ready?
Oh.
Moving platforms, huh?
Oh. Well, singular moving push forward now.
Oh, this is nerve-wracking. There we go. Nope.
Get skinny.
Go!
Okay, bonus floor. Get the bananas.
Yes, indeed, Abra.
Ready? Go!
Well, I think we could all use a woman's touch. You got a lot of time. You don't have to go straight for the big one.
Yeah, that's true.
Just thought of a game I could play next.
Oh, yeah? I'll keep it secret, or?
Yeah. I think next week, if we get things properly set up, I think I might decide to jump in and play a good old game of Bastion. Anyone that knows that game knows I'm not talking about Overwatch Bastion. No, this is a much prettier game. Prettier than the soul of any Bastion main in existence.
Slopes.
I mean, just about anything's prettier than that. So, grab the banana. I don't think you have enough time to delicately grab every banana as you go.
Probably not.
This reminds me of some really classic Mario levels. From 64, that is.
Mm-hmm. That's true. This has some
Very interesting perspective that this game has.
Mm-hmm. I feel like the camera could
Okay,
potentially be
ditch the bananas, just rush. You're running out of time.
Hurry up!
Yeah.
Woo!
Go!
Good thing the tape stops your momentum.
Yeah, it's this good music.
Ready?
Oh, wait a second. You're talking about Bastion. Okay, yeah.
Bastion has some great music. There's this one scene where this girl, she's one of the few survivors of the game, starts singing. It's just like, oh man, I could just listen to that all the time. It's just like, wow. I would have gone for the big bunch.
Oh, yeah. I do have the time, so. Camera. Damn it. I get a 1-up and then I lose a life. Beautiful.
At least you didn't lose anything. But you got one banana left. Ooh, that felt good.
Oh, what'd you pop?
My neck.
Ooh. Good neck pop. Just so satisfying.
Makes you feel very anime. It's like snap, 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 snap. Okay, let's do this.
It's true.
a la Piccolo. Yeah.
Momentum!
Yeah. Okay, you know what? You very clearly at this. Oh man, I was just seeing your first step. At this point, I think maybe you just want to skip the bananas.
I guess so.
Then again, you got a full minute.
Yeah, but then again, I have 1 life.
Yeah, that's true.
1 life to live.
1 life to give, and all the bananas to eat. There, see, you got it. Get up! Oh no! Oh no! Fallout.
Am I gonna die on floor 7?
Well, you got 1. Okay, there you go. You got 1 more go, and you got those 10 bananas.
Go!
Okay, screw those bananas. Scoop. Yeah, no! Oh boy.
Go.
Yes.
Oh god.
Oh boy, what's going on now?
Oh
boy. I think you want to go straight for that goal there.
Uh-oh. Camera's twisted. Camera's gonna be my own worst enemy. Good. Sweet, sweet victory.
Oh, that's another thing that has the soundboard.
Yeah.
It's just like there's an endless supply of things. It's scared
sweet,
Pepe.
Sweet victory.
Oh, things are getting tense.
What was that? What was that? Tilt controls. Oh man, Super Monkey Ball with tilt controls.
Oh, that exists, I believe.
Oh, I don't doubt it. Continue. Let's continue. I'm gonna finish the beginner stages at the very least. I don't want to look like a complete fool. I'm gonna try to speedrun it this time.
Yeah, here it is.
What is up with that? Do I just have to keep going? Is that not? Is that?
Ready?
Oh, I see. It's a ramp. I just have to keep going there. There we go. Nice. Mandolin. Oh my god.
Oh boy, final floor.
At least it's the final floor.
Things are getting hectic now.
I have a minute to do all this.
Well, don't need to worry about the bananas, honestly. It's skinny.
Oh, that's not a platform.
Oh
You know
no.
what? Well, I'll cut that in. This already has such good music, I don't necessarily want to spoil it in any way, shape, or form.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, this has some great music. I mean, this is a soundtrack I'd listen to while working out.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of interesting things, so working out. I went to a.
Okay, that is apparently a ramp, and it did not look like a ramp, but it was a ramp. Good news though, we're about halfway to our playpoint goal, and then we can try mini games. Then we'll move on to another game.
So I was at a gym recently, and I heard a really interesting thing, subject matter, while work swimming in a pool because I love.
Go ahead.
Ready?
So I heard an interesting thing. So there's this one band that's been practicing for years for this particular harmonic, where they play instruments underwater. And I actually looked them up and listened to them, and it's like, oh my gosh, this music is horrifying. The idea of the music is that it's played in a melody that's kind of like a siren song setup because of the distortion between the water and how it affects the instruments is just astounding. Just like the music is so unbelievably haunting.
That's cool.
And it's just like, wow, I'm listening to this and I started getting my nerves rattled. Okay. Okay, I think you could jump off from the distance.
Oh yeah, I could. Let's get over here and turn around.
No, at this point I think it's...
No, I better just do that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
MLG Pro Strats.
Woo! Alrighty, Abra, see you soon.
Alright, we will continue. Woo! Banana! Ooh, banana.
Alright, so if you play through the same set of courses, then we'll have enough for the minigames.
Oh, sure, pass the buck to me.
Go for it. Oh yeah, they got
Oh,
credits too.
yeah.
You
What's
can
this?
hit A to cancel
Whoa!
out of these.
Oh, okay, those are bad.
You seem to be bad.
Woohoo! Oh.
More sweet victory.
Those bananas are lies.
Well, kinda. At least they seem to have huge hitboxes. Those are Jake bananas.
And yet I got them.
Very nice. Hey, that sounds like our robot overlord.
What do I do? Oh.
Oh wow.
Whew. Get skinny.
Yeah.
Now see, this is something I like in video games. Just like, can't you make the credits entertaining? Oh.
They did.
Because I mean, I don't think anyone's paying attention to the names here.
I just saw one.
Woohoo! Getting skinny. Whoa, no! Oh no!
Whoa.
I survived. I survived, but only just. Oh no! Okay, can I drop a little earlier? Oh, okay. Okay, I'll just take over your score then.
Sure.
Ta-da! Oh good, they don't force me to go all the way back.
Nice. Save data? Okay.
Alright, I guess I'll play now.
Go for it. And you want to slide over here and I can man the soundboard.
Ah! Okay, I guess I'll play as Gon Gon.
Alrighty. Ready?
Okay, so this is much different from what I was playing a second ago.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no, not yet. Not yet. No! Sadness. No, apparently not.
Ready?
I'm gonna smack you.
Go! Yeah, you see what I was talking about though. It's like, you know, it's almost like a bicycle. You know how
Look,
you...
I learned how to ride a bicycle that had flat tires. And even that was easier to learn how to ride than this.
Point being, when you're moving forward and you turn left or right, it's like banking on a bicycle. And when you're stopped and try to go left or right, it's like turning the wheels 90 degrees and just sliding right on the spot.
Go!
So,
Probably a secret or something.
yeah, I mean, there's a goal right behind us.
Go!
Right.
It's just camera controls.
I know, right?
Camera, why?
There, now
Whatever.
you can just roll forward.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice.
Up to floor 5.
Hey, cool.
Now there's speedrun strats for you.
I know, right? There's probably warp and warpless versions.
Go!
So once again, you can take your time if you want.
I might as well grab these bananas on the off chance, because you know I just died twice pretty early on in the game.
True.
Anyways, it's a good thing I am skipping though, because I don't think I would have made it to the end if I didn't.
Mm-hmm. And that's it.
Banana. Banana! Okay, moving on. Okay.
A
Ready?
bit slopey.
Go!
A little slopey.
Let's Let's go, Gong Gong. Okay. Banana.
A little bit of frame rate slowdown.
Oh, no!
Fallout. That's a great game.
I haven't played any of the games yet.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Well, you have 5 continues, fortunately.
How humiliating. Is they don't make you feel bad about needing a continue like Smash Brothers does.
Continue!
It's like, oh, the shame. The shame that could only have been made worse had it been punctuated by a soundboard. Sorry guys, I've been playing with the soundboard the entire stream because it was silly. Yeah, no, it just makes me feel great. This is Bit's first chance to actually play with it since we started.
Right. I'm gonna do my best to use it a little sparingly, at least to just kind of.
Well, you don't want to dilute our effectiveness in our flavor too much. Whereas,
exactly. You gotta treat it like hot sauce. It makes things tasty, but you don't want to drown anything in it.
Ugh, I had to live with someone that did that.
Oh man.
I could not share a meal with him. Anyways, as far as the soundboard goes, I have a lot of joy out of using it.
That's good.
It's just like something I'd like to have on my own daily life. It's just like I need sound effects for daily life.
Yeah, just instant this.
Like even if I can only have like one sound effect, I just like want to have like a victory theme in my daily life.
Oh yeah. Need momentum for these hills, big time. Nice, first try. That's where I lost my first continue, so technically you're doing better than I am. Right
well, I already lost a continue, remember?
Yeah, I know. Meaning that I had fewer lives at this point.
Well, I'm down to nothing.
Okay, never mind. So you're about equivalent.
No!
Oh, man. I guess you need to like nudge forward on that one. Just take it. Like you don't want to hit backward at all, because that will tilt the camera.
That will flip the camera.
Yeah, so just like nudge ever so slightly, ever so gently. Perfect. And...
Flip. No!
Whoa.
Oh no!
Rip.
Oh.
Rip them, Winkle.
Get skinny. Stop.
No!
This game is literally impossible.
These are just the beginner courses, by the way.
I know.
There you go.
Stop.
Nudge.
No.
Uh-oh.
No.
And you can probably...
Yeah, no, stop! Why does he have such a hard turnaround?
I know. That's why I was saying the camera is the worst enemy of this game.
Well, have we encountered any other enemy?
No.
Because I know like some of the GameCube versions had real enemies. It was Squish.
Oh yeah, that's true. I remember seeing like brochures with the enemies in it.
Stop. Why do you do this game? Gone, why?
You blew it!
Just like, oh god, is he keep going? He's gonna stop, right?
Maybe you need to start slowing down your momentum, like on the second from the last tile. That's infuriating, isn't it? Jesus. And slow down. Ah! I couldn't even tell where you fell off there that time, whether it was on the forward or back.
It's game over. No.
You done?
Yeah. I just put a hole in the wall with this controller. Yes, that.
Okay, tell you what, I'm gonna try the advanced courses really quickly, see if we can get that 2500.
I'm gonna go nurse my pride.
Sure. Swap. The cord for the soundboard is only so long, so we have to switch seats whenever we swap off.
Yeah, this ain't no Game Grumps setup.
No. Floor 1. Okay, they're introducing jumps.
Go!
Well, I mean, they introduced it in the credits.
True. Whoa. Whoa,
There's
whoa,
a
whoa,
golf.
whoa, whoa.
Now we have a golf course.
Yeah.
Ready? Go!
You need a good reaction time if you're not very well versed with this. Real timer, okay. Oh, wait a second. These are enemies.
Oh, here we go. No, these are just bouncers.
Okay, these are bouncers. But does it shoot bouncers?
Go!
Good job.
Advanced.
Ready? Go!
Oh boy. Oh boy.
No, no!
Super Monkey Bull.
Ready? Go!
That's a good joke, yes.
Nice me.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, whoa!
Anytime you want to break that.
Go! Oh my god.
Ready?
As much as I hate this right now,
Go!
I also kind of really love it. Because it's so bad, and yet so good. That made no sense, but I don't care. Wow, this is gonna be significantly more difficult. Oh, there's some R2500 play points. Okay, next continue, I'm gonna stop.
Ready?
No.
Go!
Oh.
Ha 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 ha!
Ready? Go!
I'm not monkeying around this time. Oh! Yeah, bro!
Okay,
Another warp. Should we go for that warp?
go for the warp.
Oh, that is such a weird level.
Oh, this level convulses.
This is contorting in pain.
Ready?
Oh man, it switches between a ramp and a hill.
Oh, it's significantly shorter. Oh my god.
Ready?
Rest in peace, me. Let's turn the camera.
Ball out!
Wow, how do I even... Okay, screw that warp.
Alright, let's just get in there and party.
Ready? Go!
Go! Ah,
Ball out!
this is not gonna take it easy on me.
Go!
Screw it.
Ball out!
Darn. I don't even know how you get back there. That's like an impossible warp. Of course, I haven't really studied how the speedrunners do it or anything. So I promised myself one more continue, and that already hasn't happened.
Ready?
Oh lord, really?
You got this.
30 seconds for this? Really?
Oh boy, get skinny.
Actually, don't. I would much prefer you didn't get skinny right about now. Screw it! YOLO! Nah. Okay. Anyway, that's gonna do it for the regular courses. I'm gonna check out the mini-games now.
Okay, okay.
Oh, hush. Oh, it's 2,500 per. Okay, do we want to do monkey fight, monkey bowling, monkey?
Let's do monkey fight. I mean, we can't play, can we? We can't play together.
I don't think so.
Well, now. To be perfectly honest, I think I don't want to play this game anymore. I mean, it's not bad, it's just right about now it's kind of making me feel all on the inside.
Well, high score!
Yeah.
Love the soundtrack, though. That's what keeps
Yeah,
it
soundtrack is definitely great. Just give it some applause there.
Let's just pop in and see what monkey fight is really quickly.
Sounds like,
oh, with 1 to 4 players simultaneously.
trying to knock. Oh, this is just Mario Party.
Well, I like this minigame, actually.
This is just straight up Mario Party ripoff.
You wanna grab... Okay, let's...
Does it work?
Let's find out. I don't know for sure.
Not looking like it.
Okay.
Alright.
Let's just play with guns.
So this will just be a bit playing here for a moment.
Yeah.
It's not like I wanted to play at all.
You can have at it.
I don't actually want to play.
Alright.
I'd rather be playing Mario Party if we're going to be playing this game.
Right, fair enough.
3, 2,
What is this game?
1.
Oh my god!
jeez!
Oh my god! Really? Really?
Oh, this is cool.
Oh, man,
Okay, so this is much better than Mario Party.
We need to pick up an extra copy of Super Monkey Ball Jr. so that we can play this.
Oh look, items.
Long. Let me get the long. Yeah, long.
Vortex. Oh no!
Yeah.
Player blue. Oh jeez. At least you don't lose points when you fall. Like, oh man, this is awesome.
I know, right?
Big.
I got big. Big and long.
Oh lord.
You got a drum roll for us there?
Yeah, I
Alright,
did.
drum.
I don't think anyone can hear it.
Rim shot.
This is great.
This is amazing.
But you are losing.
I don't care. I'm having too much fun. Oh, Vortex. What's Oh man, I wanted to see what Vortex was.
If I had to guess, it means you shoot out, you fire your fist out in every direction.
Yeah, we have 2 more rounds, so we're gonna find out. You wanna have a round?
Nah, I'm good. Let's see you finish this.
Well, this is the beauty of playing through
This is
blind.
MLG. This is MLG right here. If anyone can't hear the soundboard, it's because this is freaking. Oh,
Loud.
okay. So this makes all your punches into a hooks. So it doesn't push them straight, pushes them. Oh, there it is.
Oh wow, you can just okay, yeah. I lost it.
So if you get big,
Oh,
long in the
jeez.
vortex, oh boy.
Give me that. No, give me that.
This is rather one-sided. People that get multiple power-ups are definitely going to be at a way too huge advantage.
Yeah.
And blue is kicking butt.
Oh, that is so OP. I love this. I might have to come back to this a few times. Sometime in the future. We just eliminate each other.
Stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself. That's like, oh, get that item, get that item. The only downside
I
is...
can just hold it down. This is so broken.
Oh, too bad it does kind of leave you open.
Yeah, it does.
Imagine if you had the big and the long with that, you would be a very easy target.
Yeah.
Now, fools suffer!
Yeah, you do have to slow down a lot. So people could just stay the hell out of your way.
Oh, you went straight Eggman there.
Yes. Oh man, that boss. Nice.
Alright.
I won round.
Yay! Now it's not over yet. Oh, back in the ring.
It's best of 3.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah, it is.
See, that's the great thing. Certain mediums of gaming make platforms like this possible. Like, I wouldn't imagine that something like this would ever exist on a console such as this GameCube or anything like that.
Yeah, no.
It's like, I mean, it's possible, it's just I don't think it would have the charm.
No, it definitely wouldn't. And that's the great thing about, you know, Game Boy Advance. So much stuff. I'm like, Jesus, did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the multi-hit combo there.
God dang.
There's your greatest weapon. Too bad it doesn't quite work here since there's actual walls.
Yeah. I love this.
It's just like whack,
oh, it
whack,
only
whack.
lasts for 20 seconds.
Okay.
That's why it's.
That's why it's so OP.
OP.
Yeah. That's okay. Okay. Okay, you caught up to Blue. Speaking of which, Blue has not been doing great this last few rounds.
No. Not so good. Step up your game, yellow and green. There goes yellow. That's flying off of their own accord.
That's always red and blue that have these arguments.
Of course. Yeah, why is red and blue always first and second?
It's competitive. We're very competitive colors.
Yeah, that's true. These power-ups are amazing. I've never known so many good power-ups.
Well, there's only 3 in this game.
That's true. But I've never seen such good power-ups.
They make a marked difference. Anyways, yellow's stepping up their game, so.
Okay. Now green is stepping up. So I guess I just have to make sure that blue does not get it.
Yeah. Alright, punch.
There, that should take care of it.
Oh, even more big!
Whoa, it stacks! It stacks, oh my god.
It's like you can just snipe people from a distance with extra longs.
We tied.
Okay.
So we both get a point, that means I won.
Yeah, buddy!
I kind of want you to have a round with this, because this
Alright,
is
I'll
cool.
give it a shot.
Yeah. You want to do 1 or 2, or
I'll just
a full round?
I'll just do 1 round.
Alright. I'll go ahead and sit up for you. Select your character.
Gone.
And go down to number of wins, set it to 1. And then select your stage.
Final round!
Hype.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, okay, so you can hold it out. Hold your punch out.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Kind of killing themselves right now.
Yeah, but that's not doing me any good.
Yeah. I so want to pick up another copy of this game so we can do this co-op or versus.
Oh no!
You're still ahead though.
That's because I took someone out with a power-up. That gives you bonus points.
Oh really?
If they have a power-up, that means that they're worth more to take out. Oh no. Oh boy. Drifts, master!
Oh yeah.
Luigi Duster. Watch out! Ah, crap, I have to roll it over, not punch it.
Yeah. That's something I discovered the hard way.
Ah!
Oh,
Last
man.
seconds. Lost my lead at the last seconds.
Like a punch in the ground in fury and slow motion.
It's like,
No.
no! Anyways, moving on.
Yes. Interlude.
Alright. Getting right back to things.
That's
Oh
amazing.
boy.
I'm so glad we discovered that. I'm glad you took the time to get the full 2,500 points, too.
So did your folks buy you all these games as a birthday present?
Well, the most recent 5 were
Mm-hmm.
a birthday gift, yeah. Let's see. I don't know what we could do in that. Are you any good at the final boss in Metroid Fusion? Run through the final boss.
For the life of me, I cannot remember how to fight.
Yes,
But hey, we
works.
gave it a try.
Yeah. Tell you what, I suppose I'll leave that up to chat. Once we get some more chat activity, I can ask
Yeah.
if that's something they'd like to see or not.
I don't think Abra will be back until we start playing Frogger.
Yeah. And that won't be for another 55 minutes.
Mm.
Let's see what else we have. Oh. Let's go ahead and try this out, because...
An e-reader?
yeah.
You know, I've never actually gotten a chance to use those. I've seen them several times, I just never really got to play with them. I don't think that's gonna fit.
Really? Why not?
I don't... Try flipping it around. I don't know why that would work, but...
It
yeah.
does.
Okay, I don't want to break it. Let's
Weird.
not.
Alrighty.
Moving right along.
Let's see. Oh, you know what?
Sorry
Yes,
guys, we're
because it
still
requires
experimenting.
External power. Okay, I see what's happening. So yeah, we won't be able to do the e-reader for this setup, unfortunately.
When we learn more, the more you know.
Which is a shame because the music is jamming in this thing.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that's for a future stream, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
So here's an old rail shooter. This used to be my jam back in the day.
Rail shooter it is.
Iridian 3D. It takes about an hour to complete all the way through, so I don't know if I want to do the whole thing, but I at least want to kind of showcase it a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it is cool.
Of course, that's not counting the amount of times it takes you to put in the cartridge. So
Right.
you just draw it. Well, but,
Just kinda- Flumble around with it. Just go.
Alright, so we're back into a new game. Shinken.
A little bit of corruption there, that's weird. I'm gonna let this play out because it's cool. Intro cutscene.
Oh, there's a beepy.
Weird. I think I had the audio mixed.
Oh,
weird.
this guy seems important. He has a portrait.
Yeah. Okay, the audio was a little bit weird. Fortunately, I fixed it. So if the audio was sounding kind of echoey, it should be at least reduced, if not eliminated. Uh-oh. Alien invasion.
So, you know how Club Penguin is shutting down now?
I heard a little bit about that, yeah.
Well, it's funny now because because you can't get banned in that game, banned forever as a matter of fact, which is cool in its own way, to the point where people are actually trying to speedrun that, see how quickly they can get themselves banned. From making the profile to getting in the game and getting banned, they're trying to see how fast you can do it. Damn.
That is so weird. You know what I can do? I can just go in here and, if I remember correctly, there's a password that I can enter. That will allow me to unlock every stage. Oh, right. I need to add asterisks to either side of that. So yeah, this password will allow you to unlock every stage in the options menu of Iridian 3D. You can go straight to the end game if you want. There we go. See that? Start level. I'm going to start on level 7, which is the final level. Start at boss? No. But yes, check out some of the music in this. Those are my follow sounds.
Nice.
Because I love them so much.
It's pretty good.
This is the first level. I'm telling you, this has some of the best. This is what made me love the Game Boy Advance sound chip so much. This game. Okay, I'm gonna hop right in here. Start. Final planet. There we go. So yeah, this is very Star Fox-esque. You're gonna kind of find similarities between this and Solar from the Star Fox series.
Yeah, I'm seeing the similarities. God, I hated that level in Star Fox.
I know.
Just like so many environmental hazards I'd crash into. Still, this is rather impressive. Rail shooting on a Game Boy Advance, that's impressive in its own right, but this looks... I mean, the depth is, of course, not exactly the greatest, but
it's mode 7, basically.
But I am impressed.
This is the best power-up in the game, and it only appears on the last level.
Well, yeah, makes sense.
And you can, check this out, you can stack power-ups, so now you have 2 shots.
Power-ups are always nice when they're stacked.
So I'm going to do my best to preserve my health, because once you lose a life, you lose 1 of your power-up. So like if you have 3 shots, you get downgraded to 2. If you have 2, you get down to 1. These rockets are very nasty. You want to try to destroy those sea ships. Sea bombers, I believe they're called. As soon as possible before they have a chance to do that. This is the best that you can have in the game, which is 3 blues. And I'm about to lose 1. Every bullet you get hit by is 1 damage. And every ship you get hit by is a full 4 damage, which is a third of your life bar.
Okay.
So... I want to kind of not do that, because it's bad. Oh, these rainbow ones are full recovery. Full shield restore. So they are good.
This is just fascinating to watch, honestly.
Oh yeah. This was a launch game, believe it or not, for the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, I saw it was 2001.
Yeah. And it was highly acclaimed for its graphics, but actually it largely panned everywhere else. And that sound just now, that was an extra life.
I don't know, just not every game it gets the recognition it deserves. I mean, launch games, people, okay, here's an example of a launch game. Luigi's Mansion. You ask anybody and that game is still a marvel. It's not exactly the hardest game to complete, even in the hard difficulty, but it's still a lot of fun.
Very true.
But then some launch titles just don't turn out right, even if they were a clever marketing campaign, like Dead Rising, the first one. So that the first Dead Rising game, actually, I thought it was a pretty clever game, an interesting concept. Oh man, stack. The basic idea is that you're in a city with a population of X, and only 50 people are not infected. So like you literally, if you just murder like say there's 3,000 zombies. If you murder because that's the population of the town, if you murder 3,000 zombies, that's all you're not going to see anymore. I mean, they spawn a lot in a room, and the numbers aren't quite accurate, but if you murder if you actually take the time to murder every zombie, you stop seeing them.
That is cool. I like that idea.
And I mean, like, there are a few bosses.
Kind of like Undertale.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, they're already dead anyway, so there isn't any guilt about murdering them either. It's just like, well, they're dead and trying to kill me, so let's murder them. Let's slaughter them. Let's just grab a random toy and beat the tar out of them.
Okay, that's the end of the level there.
Of course, like, one of the funniest ways to deal with zombies, though, is just to put their head into a toy or a bucket, make it so that they can't use their mouth, then they stop being a threat.
So this is the final boss. This is the mainframe. You might recognize this.
Yeah, it's pretty Andross.
Yeah. So this is like bootleg Star Fox before I knew what Star Fox was. when I was 6 and 7 years old, man, I would be under that light with my original Game Boy Advance just hammering away at this thing. I remember the first time I beat the first boss of this, I was like, yes!
And this is what Bit sounds like when he's excited.
Yeah. So for the first phase, you just kind of want to move around like this.
Yeah, this doesn't seem too tricky.
And not try to get hit by these little stray bullets. That's the worst part, because if you get hit enough, then that'll happen. But the second and third phases are actually way easier. And I'll explain why once we get to them. Basically, rule of thumb is that the fire doesn't really reach you if you keep moving for some reason. So every time a bullet passes, you kind of want to... Okay, that was phase 1. Every time a bullet passes, you kind of want to grab that opportunity to move to the next corner. And also, you can never stop damaging this guy. Okay, here's what's up. This is an auto-scrolling flame pillar, and it never makes a full rotation, so it can spin around like that. All you have to do is move side to side. Like that. And it happens over and over again. After a while, it gets really predictable. The third phase is a little bit tricky, and I might actually end up losing a life on it. But I'm certainly not gonna... Or now. That's fine.
You got it, you got it.
Yeah, but anyway, the closer you get to the center, the closer the flame focuses in on you. So, you kind of don't want to go there. This is almost trance-like. So, you definitely want, for speedruns, you definitely want to hang on to all 3 of your upgrades, because it'll go down in a third of the time. That's another thing, too. There is no speedrun page for this game yet, but of course, being a rail shooter, people wouldn't think of it as a speedrun game. However, I believe there is merit.
Well, I suppose, how quickly you beat a boss ends the level, right?
Yeah. And there are also places in between the bosses during the actual stages where the game will like freeze for a second and won't progress until you end a certain enemy. Okay, here's what I was talking about. Check this out. You have to just kind of nudge around.
I getcha.
And then sometimes it'll flip on you like that, so you have to nudge the other way. By the way, you seen the Andross yet?
What? Yeah, no, I see the I saw the Andross pretty much right from the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, this is blatant.
Hey, like I was saying next week, back in the day, first-person shooters were all just called Doom clones.
Right.
So it's just like, it is what it is. I can't necessarily say that every game has to be 100% original, has to remake the wheel each time. Like, survival horror, there are good ones, there are bad ones, but, it doesn't matter whether there's good or bad. Every version, every game has, like, something that's not right. Like, people say that Half-Life 1 and 2 are just freaking amazing, and, for the time, they were. They had that was back when graphics engines were, a physics engine was a real thing. It's just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Now it's like every game has a physics engine. It's not a big deal. Maybe they're a little crazy, but they exist.
Yeah.
It's just not a huge deal anymore for what the groundbreaking they used to be. Like, Ocarina of Time, still a very solid game, still a very fun game. It is not the greatest Zelda game ever made. And now you lost all your viewer base.
Yeah.
No, I'm a huge Zelda fan. I love Zelda. Yeah, I saw that.
Weird, man.
I freaking love Zelda. Love it to pieces. But it's not going to change the fact that I can see the flaws in something. If you love something, you got to be able to learn to tear it apart. You just got to say, yeah, you know what, this could be better.
Right. Okay, this is weird. This is emulated wrong. Because that's supposed to go like... No, it's going tick, 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 tick.
That is a little funky.
Oh well. So that's good to know. I'll probably have to make emulator runs of this.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
Just like skip on ahead and play into something else. Just like later, Gator.
That's it. And this music is really good.
Congratulations!
Woo!
Nice job.
And this is going really slowly.
You defeated
See how
the
it's
Iridian
doing?
Empire. Yeah, you defeated an entire empire by yourself.
Congratulations. Now there are typos in these credits. I don't remember exactly where, but I'll point them out if I see them. I kind of want to just let these play out and take a little stretch break.
Go for it.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. We can keep talking if we want.
There's
but-
even a website.
Yeah.
That's funny. I always find it funny when people mention websites in games. It's just like, I wonder if that still even exists.
Yeah, well, you know, Shinin is the same developer of Nano Stray, that series, and Fast Neo Racing, which came out pretty recently. Well, relatively recently, relatively to this game. But, yeah, they're still around and they're still going strong. I wish I could speed this up somehow. 'Cause this is just... It's not supposed to go this slowly. Something weird's happening.
Is there anything to see after this?
Yeah, there's a little thing at the bottom that says try again in hard mode.
Oh.
But it's there whether you complete it in hard mode or not. It's gonna say try again in hard mode. Even if you complete the game in hard mode. I've tested it.
Hey, can your Game Boy Advance player play more classic games? Like, can it play older Game Boy games?
Unfortunately, no.
That's
We're
a
gonna have
heartache.
to break out the Super Game Boy for that. Hey, Catch! How's it going?
Heyo.
And of course, the name's the Shiny Mudkip.
Still more Pokemon.
Yeah, it's
Should have
funny
been here
because...
earlier. There was this huge Mudkip in chat.
Yeah, his name was Huge Mudkip, and we were chatting with someone else named Abra. So we had just a Pokemon-filled chat room. It was really funny.
Yeah.
But I hope you're doing well. It's nice to see you here. Glad you could join us.
We gotta find a way to be able to play newer consoles. Like, I'd imagine we could get some fun in if we were playing Pokken.
Oh yeah.
Granted, everyone would be watching me kick you around the floor for a bit.
Right.
Not to be mean, but I am I'm pretty dang good at Pokken, and Bit's experience here, not the best when it comes to traditional fighters.
Yeah, I'm not quite up there in skill
So
level.
here's my question for you: we have WarioWare Twisted there. How is it gonna work in this situation? How are we supposed to play this
well,
on that?
That's what I was going to find out, because I think this is going to be a very interesting experiment. This,
We're experimenting again.
Yeah, just in case you're not familiar with what? Yeah, see, the credits were supposed to end as soon as the song ended, but the song ended way early because this is not emulating correctly.
Let's just have
There you
that
go.
playing for a bit.
Sure.
Anywho.
So you might actually want to switch to an instrumental because I still have something to say here.
Okay. What you got?
Let's see. Yeah, we're not quite up on. Here we go.
There we go.
Alright. Oh, here. Password. That's the typo. To enter the gallery, use this password.
Gallifrey.
Yes. Now try again in hard mode.
The end. Wow, this is silly.
It is. So, in case you don't know, WarioWare Twisted is one of the few Game Boy Advance games that has a gyroscopic sensor in it.
Which means motion controls are a full part of the game.
And since I'm playing on a Retron, that means I'm probably, if it even... Oh, thanks to the auto host, Thatchner.
Thank you
That's
very
very
much.
cool. I appreciate it. Yeah, so that means, if this game even works, I'm gonna have to pick up the entire Retron and tilt it in order to play the game.
That's what I thought you were gonna try.
So...
Okay, so new level cringe of gameplay we're pulling off here.
Indeed. And the cord is very short, so I kind of have to stand like 2 feet away from the television to make it work.
Welcome to the new level of gaming.
Yes, and I also have to hope that the cartridge doesn't pop out while I do it.
I'll just keep my eyes on the stream at this rate. This is silly.
Alright, cut the music.
Okay, boop.
Drum roll.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we can...
That's all I got.
You can hit it over and over like this. That's kind of like a drum roll. And we're running. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, this is so silly. Oh my god. I wish I had a webcam right now.
Ah, boy.
Thanks, mate.
In case anyone's wondering what Bit's actually up to, here's this.
Okay, so I have to tilt it with my left hand and hang on to the controller and hit A with the other. This is going to be insane.
Yeah, I can tell. What you're doing ought to be illegal. Okay. Wow! Waluigi, let's go!
Play some classics.
Yeah! Play my games! Ah! Spin Nintendo Classics.
Cool story, bro.
Okay, get missile.
Uh-oh. I was tilting the wrong way. Oh, am I reversed?
Possibly.
This is reversed.
It depends on... You gotta set the game. I mean, this was back when both the SP and the classic game existed.
Very true.
So you had to set it at the start which one was supposed to be where.
Oh man.
Faster. Oh man, I loved WarioWare Smooth Moves on the Wii. It was so much fun.
I almost picked that up for the Wii U.
Nice. Bonk. Oh,
and it's also vibrating the entire Retron.
These games are so silly.
I know, right?
Nice. Tanuki!
Yeah, darn. Over-rotated.
Haha! Screw you.
There's also the fact that I'm looking... Oh, welcome back,
Welcome back, Abra. We're goofing still.
Darn.
Yeah.
Yup.
Oh.
I don't know what check meant. Dang.
I don't know either. I don't know anything about curling other than the fact that it's a sport that involves sweeping.
Right. Well, failed to beat my highest score, but, you know, it makes it... Oh, thanks for the clip. Okay, I'll save that. So, and it even has OS Komodo in the URL. Let me go ahead and show you a little feature right here that I included with Nightbot. If you type Super Lizard, you will get OS Komodo spam.
Ha!
So have fun with that, and I'll go ahead and copy this link and look at it at a later date. Absolute Magman Pong Stamp. Thanks for that. Alright, I'll paste it down. Check it out later. Thank you very much. Alright, and let's see, you want to have a go at this?
Sure, let me just finish my mandolin.
Sure. And you can go ahead and select your stage too if you want. You gotta be really careful because the cord only goes so far.
So what did you click?
Well, that one was what it was playing.
Okay.
You want that one?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Okay, taking for a spin. Diamond City Elementary.
Other way.
Woo!
That's what I was talking about. It's twisted.
Avoid. Oh.
You know what? I think this thinks it's an SP, and therefore it should be upside down.
Oh. Ha.
I wonder if there's a setting I can change.
Yeah, we'll have to check that out later. Explode.
For free?
Haha. Strike out. Woo!
Strike.
What? No?
No, you had to tilt. Climb. Wiggle.
Oh.
That's alright. Okay, let me see if I can reverse the controls, because this is infuriating.
This is silly.
Yeah.
I remember my high score from... I think it's the one on the left. The green one, yeah. No, that's Rumble data. Okay, maybe not.
Probably want to turn that off anyway, because I don't want to damage the system.
Tilt title screen, no. A spinner? Spindex? No. That's not it.
Oh, well.
I don't know, maybe if we held the controller upside down, the system upside down.
We could try it.
Okay.
Let's just hope
let's
that
give it a try.
that Hyper can make some really sturdy cartridge holders. Thank you very much, Shiny Mudkip.
Okay, we were here.
Appreciate all of the birthday love I'm getting today.
Okay. Guys, I wish you could see the controls with the way I'm holding everything.
I'll take a picture and post it on Twitter later.
Oh. Okay. Wish they gave me a little warning to synchronize my controller.
Yeah.
Oops.
Man, this is weird.
So I'm failing miserably.
Yeah. I didn't do all that well either.
Woohoo! Get up. Haha!
Gotcha. Grab a mandolin.
Woo! Save my daddy. Oh boy! No! Oh, I done goofed. I do
You
not.
improved.
I do not get these controls in the slightest.
Mm-hmm.
I remember playing on the Wii. I got. Yay! Things are kind of. Oh, things are kind of. They keep switching on me again.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. You know, this kind of reminds me of the Nintendo World Championship, which, by the way, I would have given anything to take part of.
I know, right?
I remember thinking, it's like, Ego Raptor's in it, Aaron Hansen. He's probably going to do well in the classical game mode section because he plays all those classic games on Game Grumps. Mm-hmm. And I was right. I think he got like 4th place.
Nice.
God dang it. I was trying to swing it the other way. Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, he did pretty good on a lot of games. Mm-hmm. I mean, I was ecstatic that the first round was Splatoon's just like, I could win this by myself. Okay, so I just had to knock everybody.
What check means. Okay.
I just had to knock everybody off. Spray.
Wow.
Get it. I got it.
Get it?
Got it. Haha, shot him.
I get it.
Don't drop. What? Oh,
man.
Little more warning, please. Well, this will just so you have to be something you play often enough to get it.
I guess so. Yeah,
alright, so...
Clearly I've been more proficient in the past. Because looking at these scores, of course. Man, I wonder if there's a way to hook up the actual Game Boy Advance to the Super Retro adapter.
Oh, this is
Somehow
silly.
I doubt it, though.
I doubt it.
I don't feel like finding out. Anyway, that was an interesting experiment.
I think now would be a good time as any. Maybe we'll just have an extra half hour of Frogger.
I guess we could go there, yeah. I'll tell you what, though. Before we go to my usual Temple of the Frog segment, I have
I got something special.
A collection here.
Oh?
Konami Collector's Series Arcade Advanced.
Ooh, nice. Polite applause.
Yes. Polite and or sarcastic. I love that one.
Yes.
It can mean so many things.
Here it is, folks.
So prepare to take a trip to... Uh-oh, sorry, Abra. Yeah. If you're gonna spam emotes, just do 20 in the future, I suppose.
Uh-oh.
So,
oh, crap.
Prepare
This is the time machine.
to go back in time to 1981. Woo!
Okay, even further back than Space Jam. I didn't know such a place existed.
Yes. Apparently it does. Ain't that amazing?
Space Jam is 20 years old now. Can you believe that?
That's insane.
It's just the whole thing started out as it started off as a parody of a shoe commercial that they decided, hey, let's run with it a bit more.
Maximum over frog. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is Konami Collector Series Arcade Advanced. I tested all of these games to make sure they worked.
Mm-hmm.
First thing you'll probably notice is
Frogger.
Frogger.
All right, so here's here's some of that Frogger for you, Abra. There.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and give you a little taste right here.
Let's start off with that.
And there is single pack multiplayer.
I'm just gonna go ahead and defer this to you for now.
Alrighty. So let me give a quick example of what I've been working on lately, as far as speedruns go. Reset. So this is just to kind of wet your taste buds a little bit. Yeah, that one's the trickiest part of the run, but fortunately is consistent, so I can just keep pulling this off. Yeah, I'm going to start that one over again. I'll tell you though, if Temple of the Frog is Smash 4, this is Melee. You have to be so precise. And like frame perfect. If you enter one frame early, the frame gets, the input gets eaten, so. Yeah. Yeah, you see that? I entered too fast. Kind of want precision. There we go, like that. And then straight shot. Here.
More stacks.
Over here. Ah, darn. I'm gonna finish this one anyway because it's decent. There. And the goal is to beat 4630, which is the default high score. So, I'm gonna keep going until I do it flawlessly. And then I'll submit that to speedrun.com.
You got it.
And it's yeah, and it's really intense because at any second it could go sour. Too fast. Frog too fast. This is on pace. Had to say something. Fortunately, resetting is a very easy thing to do. Yeah, that's about right.
It's funny when you consider that the whole you know what the whole point of this game is? Crossing the goddamn street.
Mm-hmm. Whew, my arm muscles are getting a workout. I wonder if I should exhaust myself on this. too close to... See, you don't snap to a grid in this game either. That's another thing. Too fast.
Just... There's sometimes words just can't express the situation. That's what the soundboard is for.
Yes, indeed. See, that's too fast again. And that was just bad. I'm gonna get in one good solid run, and then we can move on with our lives. Too fast. Yeah, it literally is the entire reason that this is a problem. It's because of those dang cars.
Mi scusi.
Too fast. Slow it down, John. That's an awfully large frog if it causes such a...
Well, yeah, I mean, look
explosion.
at it. It's
You know
half
what?
the size of half the size of a car.
You're right.
Speaking of which, have you ever considered how horrifying frogs actually are?
They're a little disturbing, aren't they?
Now, just imagine you were the size of a bug. I mean, they seem
Okay,
cute right
that's
now.
disturbing, yes.
It's just like they are predators. Frogs are predators, and they are scary as hell. They will.
And they're out for blood.
They got whip-like tongues that just rush in. They grab you. They pull you in.
Bam.
And you are dead.
There's the run. Oh, hey, Snake Rocks.
Welcome back.
Oh, very cool.
Oh, Ghost Town. That sounds horrifying.
Well, I'm glad you were able to catch that run because that was the new world record for this game.
Ha 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 ha.
Congratulations.
Soon they're just gonna start calling you Frogman. You know what you're gonna mean when you play Overwatch? Lucio.
That figures. Okay, and there's one more secret in this. Because you can use the Konami code. Down, down, left, right, BA. Okay, hang on, I didn't do it right. Okay, up, down, down, left, right, BA. Start. Now we have Fancy Frogger.
Oh, how nice. Fancy.
Yay.
And you have a pink sweater?
Do I? No. Oh, and that's a collectible in this game. If you find... That's the game. Yeah, if you pick up this little...
Maximum HD Frogger.
Okay, if you pick up this little guy, then he'll give you an extra little point boost if you make it across the street.
Oh, I see. So it's a multiplier.
Yeah. Anyway, this this version of the game is multiplayer. So if you want to hop in and we can race frogs, then
Sure, why not? Okay.
let's go ahead and give it a shot. It does take a while to load, but we can wait. We have time.
Okay, well, there's only one thing to do. Push A button. Yes, we're gonna hop
in.
Ba-da-dum.
Yeah, we're gonna need to get the hang of this.
Okay, here we are.
Not quite.
No?
No, it needs to send multiple packets. It's a multi-pack.
Well.
Can't wait until we've learned the ropes here. Yep. But I think that Monty Python one is gonna come in handy.
Monty Python's gonna be pretty useful.
Yeah. Here we are.
Okay, we're ready.
Yep, and we're on right now.
Okay, you got me.
Fastest frog in the West.
Okay, so it's not a matter of just surviving, it's a matter of...
Okie doke, Snake Rocks.
2 hours? Isn't that right around the time we're done?
Actually, yeah, that's about when we're gonna conclude the stream, unfortunately. However, it will be available on VOD. So, and I'll probably upload this to YouTube, like, make this the first stream of mine I actually post on YouTube. I'm gonna make a separate channel for all of the,
Oops.
for all of the Twitch VODs. I'm gonna have its own, page. Multiplier for
God dang it.
Ah! Man.
Yeah, victory for me. You win. You're lost. Well, I win anyways.
Yeah.
You guys can't see that, but
Yeah, you can only view my screen, but yeah, we are both playing on our own independent screens right now.
oops. Oops. God dang it. Oops. Oh, I lose.
Wait for good RNG here, though. Alright. Shouldn't be this difficult. Ah, come on. Mate, are you japing me right now? Ah.
You won though. You still won that round.
It was the pride. The factor of pride.
I wouldn't let you bury me.
Very true. I'm gonna take off my shoes. But wait, I still have on shoes.
That's a joke for those that could actually see Spit's feet right now. He has a pair of socks that look like shoelaces.
Mm-hmm. I have on sneaker socks.
Oops.
It's like the end of the world is right there. The world ceases to exist at the edge of the screen.
Oops.
At least they have infinite lives. That's kind of nice. So you can just die as much as you want.
Come on!
Yeah, that's that's the thing I have against these kinds of Frogger games, is because the hitbox is so weird on those home holes.
Oops.
Who invented this game? This is a very strange idea for a game if you think about it.
Crossing the street?
Yeah.
Oh, come on! I was so in there!
I'll take that.
You dirty sucker.
Feet cam. Yeah, not on Twitch.
Yeah, no, just imagine of all the things we could have a foot cam. That would lead to a new level of, less than credible channels.
I know, right?
God dang it. Oh, what the heck?
Nice.
It really doesn't matter what kind of bonus points you have, as long if you have the most home things, you pretty much win.
Yeah, that's true.
Gotcha. Bounce, 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 bounce.
I want to do a best of 3 starting right now, and then we can call it.
Oh, I did not jump off.
Welcome to my speedrunning world. Sucker. Nice.
Okay, so you got that one. Just happy smiley frogs that mutate, that just, their giant heads once they get to home base.
Yes, they expand. Expand frog.
Just add water to expand.
Yes. Up to 600% normal size.
Oh, what the?
Get japed.
Whoa, what? Oh, my battery.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Well, there you have it, folks. That's the end of the multiplayer.
GG.
I'm just gonna have to go ahead and say hey, you won that. Just like my battery died.
Fortunately, I have another Game Boy Advance SP that is fully charged.
Yeah.
However, I suppose it's true that we should probably move on to
All right, back to real Frogger fun.
regular
folks.
programming. Yeah.
Oh
man, this is
someone
a
shut us
blast,
down. We're on the run.
Yeah,
Okay,
so-
while that's going ahead, let's just go ahead and move into the real froggy fun. Oh boy. By the way, have you managed to play any runs that are better than your previous on this setup?
Not yet.
Yeah, we'll get there.
I did complete a 22 something with the new controller. That's pretty decent, but I do want to get something decent on this beyond
All
the
right.
previous decent.
So here's the real deal, folks.
Woo! Oh yeah.
All right. So while you're getting set up, I'm gonna take care of some business.
Sure thing. And I'll see if I can bring down another USB extension so we can make this reach the other side of the couch so we don't have to keep switching.
We're professional in every way, folks.
Oh yes. The one, the only professional stream.
Just pure gold.
Yes. We are the gold standard. Alright. And I just remembered I kinda need my timer for this. So if you give me 1 second, I'm gonna pull that up. Splits! Come hither! Actually, you know what? The splits won't fit with the current layout, so never mind the splits. I'm just gonna open good old timer. There we go. Just like that. Alright. Make sure it works. Good. Great. Yeah, not with my current layout, unfortunately. However, I do have a little fandangled contraption here that will allow me to start and stop a regular timer, and it will fit above the chat room, so we are all set to go. Let's see here. Yep, that'll work. So for this, I would actually prefer not to stray toward the soundboard, because it could be a little bit distracting, unfortunately. Well, that and it won't fit, so yeah. There we go. If it fits, you splits. Ha! Okay, I really need to figure out this soundboard, because here's what I wanted to do. But I didn't. I failed horribly. Okay, getting right into it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And it has been a while since I've done this, so hopefully my muscle memory will kick in. I seem to be doing okay. And I guess I'll have to provide the commentary for now, because my certified commentator, Baz, is a bit preoccupied, but hey, I'm still here, I'm listening, I'm watching, I'm playing the game, and that's about it. Nice. That's tighter than it looks right there, to be able to grab both of those coins and hop on the fire bar skip right there. Not easy. Froggy's so fast. Oh yeah. That was very close. I almost died on the spikes there. I'm gonna take off my jacket at least part way, because it's getting warm in here. It's like when you boil a frog in water, and they don't notice and they end up croaking. Huh. Yeah, so, that's a thing. I need to get the rhythm back. I'm losing my rhythm. I got no rhythm. Gotta get back my rhythm. There we go. Since I have plenty of time, I'm gonna go ahead and complete this marathon style. No matter what happens, I'm gonna keep going. Gonna need to die there because that fire is nasty. And it will cause me to die a very sufferable death. By the way, my schedule got confirmed for, the Californiathon event, which is going to be next month. This run is going to be at 5 a.m. on Sunday, so... croak. You know what? Screw it. We're starting that over. Yeah, I'm confirmed for, the final day at 5 a.m. I will be running this game at my very first charity marathon. Yeah, 5. I mean, I asked for late night, if possible, and I guess you can't really get any later than that, so I kind of got my wish. It's all good, though. I'm right before the main SNES block anyway, so... Point being, I do run this game from a Game Boy Advance to SNES converter. So, since it's technically a SNES game at this point... Yeah, since it's technically a SNES game, it's gonna be most easy for them to just put them all together in one block. Which I completely understand, I have nothing against that. It's just, you know, 5 a.m. is gonna be a little bit tricky. But it's okay. No matter what I am going, I am completing a run, and I'm going to have a good time. and grab that extra life this time. Whew. There we go. Okay, we're on track again. Remember that thing I said about being on track? Yeah. I remember way back then. That was fun. Good times. Peaceful. By the way, there's no reason for me to be switching languages, it's just a way to mix things up. And sometimes I find I get better luck with certain languages than others. So, and Italian actually isn't all that good for me usually. Too fast. I've had my best runs on German for some reason. What was that? Can't let this go to my head, man. Rana. Okay, so I flicked my tongue for no reason right there. Yeah, another issue is getting used to this controller, which I think I'm steadily getting there. But it's a journey.
Okay, a journey like Frogger?
Yeah. Frogger went on a journey once.
Once, he says. I'm back, by the way. Hi.
Yeah, welcome back, Bass.
Very important international business to take care of there. Sorry I had to leave.
Oh, swell. No worries. We're grateful you returned in one piece.
Oh boy. Man, yeah, it's not great. It's interesting to be in a pirate manga.
Uh-huh.
Haha, puns!
Go and hit the 2x2 right there. There you go. See, we're starting to learn the layout of that soundboard.
Yeah, that one in particular is just easy to reach because it's on the far end. Easy to figure that one out.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty iconic sound effect.
Yeah.
Floating shortbread cookies.
Woo! Man, our stream has really evolved, hasn't it?
Yes, I can remember back in the day. And I would just discuss about how those look like floating shortbread cookies. Now that's just what I say every time I see them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he said, "You're glad to see you back in One Piece." And I joked about One Piece the manga. That was the pun.
But just...
Bad jokes is kind of what I do. It's kind of why I'm here.
Yeah, that's our trademark sound right there.
I wish. Can you imagine the amount of people we could just say, you're stealing our stuff.
Right. May or may not make this, we made it. So earlier I took a little bit of the wrong route and lost a couple of seconds, but we can still salvage it.
Oh, I forgive you.
I think I see an Ella Giggle over there.
Oh, what?
Ella Giggle. Twitch emote.
Oh, I see.
Greenhorn.
Yes, One Piece. Set sail. You know, that's something we could play. Okay, so you know how there's Hyrule Warriors? It's just one of the many Warriors Dynasty Warriors style games. So there is in fact a Pirate Warriors game.
Really?
So if we ever felt like getting crazy and playing a Dynasty Warriors setup game where you're playing as characters from One Piece, well, there you have it. I've seen some gameplay of that.
Oh, double frog glitch.
Oh,
Love it when that happens. That's so cool. That's the third time that's ever happened on me.
I don't know. You seem to die an awful lot. Anyways,
Well, no, I
some
mean
games just act weird when you speedrun them.
Yeah, that's true. Swag coin.
Spyro and OSRS. What was that?
Omega.
That's not Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. No,
No, that's Oras.
Oras.
Okay, a little
sorry,
bit
Albert,
rerouting
but
right
what's
here, by the way.
OSRS? I know it somewhere. What was it?
You're hurting our minds.
Old school RuneScape. Really?
That's a term, huh? Interesting.
Man, I can't even remember the last time I played RuneScape.
Oh yeah, I've never played RuneScape.
It wasn't bad, honestly.
I barely even know what it is.
It's like a baby's first MMO.
I see.
It's not super hard. It's not super easy. It's just like it's a major grind fest. Like,
My first MMO was Club Penguin. No joke.
Well,
I can't believe they actually paid for a membership for like 2 years.
It's silly, isn't it?
It is. Winnipeg Confessions live on stream.
I try to avoid paying for any game I play especially ones I already own.
Yeah. It was like $5.95 a month.
Well, I mean, that's not bad. I don't argue that. I mean, like, it's like playing. It's weird segue, but the new online functionality of the Twitch that you have to pay for, it's just like that's not the worst price I've ever heard of, because it's like $30 a year for the online service.
It's pretty damn good.
That's not terrible.
Yeah, I'm not mad. Just disappointed.
I'm not even disappointed. It's just like,
Yeah,
I would have liked.
Well, that was a meme.
Yeah, I know that meme.
Okay. So by doing that right there, I can reset the shark so that I can get ahead right here.
Can I jump the shark?
Ha! Good one, mate. You really got me right there.
Yeah, I would hit the baditsun if I had access to the soundboard. Sadly though, you wised up and made sure to keep it away from me.
Yes, I baby-proofed I Baz-proofed the soundboard.
Basically, he did the one thing that would ever occur to me. He kept it out of my extending reach.
It's not easy to do, you know.
Exactly. It's just like if you can accomplish that, it's just like what else can I do? What else is there for me?
This man is like a 7-foot wingspan.
Jeez, I wish.
Oh my god.
Abra liked to jump the shark bit. Where did I put my archer?
I'm starting to not feel this run so hot. What, did you hear that? Oh,
I heard that.
Oh man, we're getting so many glitches in this run. I kind of want to just finish this run to see what else it has in store for us. In terms of glitch.
Glitch factor? Yeah.
What more glitch have you for us, game? What is your maximum glitch factor?
That reminds me, have you ever seen the TV show Reboot?
Nope.
Okay, that was a product of Canada. And let me tell you, that was an interesting setup. The basic idea of the show is that everything took place within the reality of a computer. So, yes, in fact, I do have wings.
Yeah, it's a little known fact.
I am actually a fallen. I wouldn't say fallen angel. It's more like I'm an angel on vacation. It's just like, well, I'm bored of it.
You're a vacangel.
Yeah, I'm a vacational. The idea is just like, I was a little bored of one world. It's just like, let's see what the next world has to offer.
Mm-hmm.
And so I decided to fly on down, and yeah, they're not pleased with that, so they're making me stay here for an exceptionally long period of time until I learn my lesson. So that's not gonna happen. So I'm stuck here for a while.
Yeah, it's like, look what you've done.
Just like, yeah, and I'm proud of it.
Mm-hmm. So that was almost a sub 9 for the ship. Not bad.
Not bad.
Not the best either, but still. Okay, a couple new skips here. I can do this to get across a little faster. And this. It doesn't look like it worked, but it should. Like it should work, but it does.
I got it.
Go through here to grab the coins.
Yep,
Which lines us up nicely for this right here. Which gets us plenty of time to grab those coins and get onto this platform.
Skips us.
Woo! Oh yeah, son. Yeah, if the platforms move really slowly, then it's worth it to hop over, or super hop over to the next area, instead of waiting for it to scroll. Otherwise, it's just as well. It doesn't matter. For the most part, though, you do want to hop off of them. Let's see. Middle, left, right.
You got this. You got this. You got this. Do not
Let's...
fear the birds.
No! Okay, that is one that we need to add to the soundboard.
Yeah.
One more death and I'm resetting, because this is ridiculous. I mean,
By the way, have you been following MatPat's newest game theory?
I haven't been following MatPat much at all, unfortunately.
Oh, he's currently in the middle of he's kind of currently working on the final episode of a 3-parter of Undertale, and this one's good because he's doing one mystery that no one else has tried to go for yet. Who is W.D. Gaster?
Oh yeah, I saw that. I want to check it out.
So he's discussing multiple theories, and all of them are actually really fascinating. It's just there's a lot of build up to it, and it's just like I want to know what's going on. Because some of the
you want to know already, huh?
Some of the things that he's purporting is just like I have a hard time of believing right out the gate, but that's just suspension of disbelief. Because he's proposing his theory, but he's giving a few the groundwork as to why he believes it. Then next episode's just like, okay, then now here's the proof as to why I believe it's reality. It's just like, okay, I'm listening. It's just hope you got something good because I'm not buying it so far.
I get you there. Look at the red Abra posted. Maat.
Yes. That's funny.
You know, you might be surprised, but I've never actually seen that done. So congratulations, you've introduced us a new
fresh new memes
thing. Yeah. For lack of better terms, I always default to thing, because things are usually what stuff is.
Like I'm gonna break your safety barriers. There you go.
Thanks. Shortbread cookies.
Bouncing all
Strawberry
around.
cookies.
Yeah. Interesting setup. So I'm still playing. I'm still jamming away on Fire Emblem Heroes. It's still a fun game. Still an interesting challenge. It's just a little thing that it's one of the most notoriously hated things of any game: pay to win.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, you have one of those. That's 4x4, I believe.
4x4.
There it is.
Yes.
Perfect. We're getting the hang of it.
Now see, here's the tricky thing. I'm okay with in situations just like, hey, if you want to unlock this special challenge, you can either pay the money or earn up a lot of points. And I'm usually one that values my time over my money, so it's just like occasionally it's just like, yeah, okay, I guess I'm okay with spending a little money to get this adventure now, as opposed to say, grinding up the coins, because I've ground out coins for adventures in Hearthstone before to unlock the entirety of the chapters. It's just like, yeah, that felt good. And then I got to play the adventures, and that was fun. They got me new cards and all that. It was cool stuff. It was just the downside to it all. It's just like, ugh. Sometimes I just don't feel like it. Now in this game, however, it's just like there are methods by which I can grind out orbs, which lets you to do more summoning rituals to summon more characters. And any characters you don't like, you just set home and that'll get you some hero feathers. Just the major dysfunction that I'm suffering through right now is that hero feathers, there's so few of them you can really get a hold of at a given time, and it just takes so long to grind them up. Because there's a grand total of 3 ways to get a hold of them regularly. And this is not applying the bonus gift that you get from the game makers when they first made it. There is the function of talking to people on a daily basis, and that gives you about a grand total of 15 a day. And considering the fact that you need, 20,000 to make a level 4-star character into a 5-star character, that's not going to be an efficient method. The next method, with the more obvious method, is the arena. But the problem with the arena style setup of it all is that you have to wait an entire weeks for the arena season to end. And that even then, you have to have a high score of over 3,000 at the end of it. And what I'm struggling from right now is that I don't have any of the special season characters to give me bonus points. So even if I manage to get a 7-1 win streak on the highest difficulty, that's only about 300 points per game. Even if I managed to get a high score on every single one, I'd still be roughly 1,000 points short of what I need to get the highest score of the season. And that's no bueno. I mean, last 2 seasons, I've had at least 3 characters that were of the special variety to get for that season's character to give me the bonus points I needed. To the point where I would have 3 fights left over and I had already gotten the maximum prize. So that was cool in its own way, but it's just like, well, now I'm really not motivated to finish. But now it's just like, even if I push really hard, it's just like, what am I going to do? There's no way I can get enough points. And some characters have some unbelievably powerful characters on their team. Like, I've got one. Yeah, I know, you gotta shell out them shekels.
Yeah.
I don't know, I mean, if I wanted to invest money into this game, I would get a lot of orbs, and in doing so I could summon more characters, which would lead me to my third method of getting hero feathers. I mean, if for some reason I didn't get any of the characters I wanted, like a 5-star version of anything. Not every character has a 5-star version, but some do. Some only have 5-star versions. But if I were to get a 5-star version of a character, that's great. I can just put them right away. It means I don't have to level them up. I just gotta grind out their levels so that they have enough skill points to get all the rest of their equipment. Like my one 5-star character that I actually use. I have 3, but I only use 1. Because they're all the freaking same type. She's fully leveled and has all her skills, and it's just like, yes, this is as good as it's gonna get. But I got a lot of 4-star characters on my team that are just really strong in their own way, but their real power is, of course, locked behind their star barrier.
Oh yes.
Just like, to make them good, I need 5 stars, and I've got 1,500 right now. To get more, I would need to have a lot of bad summoning outcomes and trade those characters in for more feathers. And you know, it technically works. It's just that's really like the silver medal option of what you want. It's like, I want something good. It's like, well, you didn't get anything good. It's like, okay, well, you can turn them in. Can I trade these guys in? Sure, but you're not going to get anything worth it. All in all, it's just a lot of hype and build-up for things you just not a good gamble. Like, if only I could have gotten the 5-star the first time.
That's a pretty gnarly death just now, by the way.
I saw that.
Oh man, I have to wait for these now too.
Anyways, the biggest issue of it all is that you're just really shooting for a good character, particularly, and until they show up, you just don't get them. Like, one of the best characters in the game currently is a character named Kumi. He's an archer, so that means he's colorless, which means he has no specific weaknesses. He also has a special ability called Distant Counter, where it doesn't matter how far away anything is, if it attacked him, he gets to damage it back.
Darn, that's so good too.
They could be right up in his face or from across the map, he'll still hurt them. Which makes him a particularly talented archer. And an excellent replacement for my current one, who, while definitely shoots a little miracle with each blast, is pretty fragile. But enough about Fire Emblem games. I mean, fun as a game as it is, I'm going to take my time and play it slowly, because, well, I'm an early adopter of the game, so I get small little bonuses that are fun to play nonetheless. Still though, it's a bit of a headache trying to get up the points you need. Not that Frogger has to worry about anything.
Right. He's just chilling.
Yeah, just floating around on giant granola bits in the sky. Just notice, you only got 6 coins. Oh, right, you're at the start of the game still.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought you were in the Cloud City.
Oh, yeah. That's an easy mistake.
This is like, how the heck did you avoid that many coins when you're this far into the game? Like shortbread cookies.
There should be a low % category where you gather as few coins as possible.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Like, you just get the bare minimum, nothing more. What can't be helped, Abra?
Yeah, because we're on a bit of a delay, so it's been a while since we discussed several topics.
I don't know, I've just been sitting around here complaining about the fact that I can't get any good characters on this stupid game. Like, at the start of the game, I got a decent handful of characters. Nothing particularly great, but it's just like, ever since I got my 5-star... Oh.
Yeah, basically any %, yeah.
Ever since I got the 5-star character Camille, which is, for those of you that don't know, she's the purple-haired booby princess from Fire Emblem Fates on the Nor side. So that's Conquest, who is technically your sister. That's actually a little something that there's a lot of cleverness in the Fire Emblem series games that I chuckle about over certain things. Like, as the main character, you can pretty much marry anybody you want. So you think, isn't that a little creepy with your parent? With the fact that you can marry your siblings? It's like, yeah, but that's the thing about it. The siblings that you grew up with, those are your adoptive family. So creepy as it is, you could still totally do it. Because you're not actually related. Then what about your other family that you were kidnapped from? Oh, those guys. They're not actually... if you decide to marry any of them, they magically pull out a letter that apparently their psychic mother mentioned, your mother as a matter of fact, their stepmother, that says, hey, guess what? They're not actually related.
How about that?
So yeah, you can marry any of your siblings if you want to. I didn't. I married the blue-haired Azura because, well, it just seemed like she wasn't. It was apparent that she wasn't a sibling. Yes, nothing is safe. Nothing is safe.
With all those internet rules, Rule 34, Rule 63, nothing. Yeah, you got nowhere to hide.
Did I take it, Abra, that you actually looked up Camille on the internet? Because that's a very risky thing to do.
Be careful out there. The internet is a very dangerous place.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take some malware protection.
Yes. Protection. Yeah, it's funny you mentioned about the low percent being any percent, because I did have a really, really good run that might have beaten my current record, but I didn't have enough coins. I was like 2 coins short or something. Or even 1 coin. I think it was 1 coin short. It was really painful anyway.
Anyways, in regards to, yes, Miss purple-haired booby princess lady. That's Camille.
Fancy frog work. So I have gotten a lot better control over this SNES pad, and I think it helped a lot to be, for one, insulated by my new jean jacket that I got for my birthday, which is really cool. And for 2, having already played all of those other games casually, really warmed me up nicely, I think. So.
Yeah, no. There's a joke about there's only one reason to join Noir. Well, 2 reasons. That's the thing. In Fire Emblem Fates, there's one constant companion that's always going to be on your side. Well, 2, I suppose, technically. But one of those is Azura. She's going to she's going to stick around with you no matter what side you pick. And that's the funny thing. She's like one of the few characters in the game where if you marry her, where you can marry her all 3 times. Like, basically, what I've noticed is that the 2 characters in the game are more or less. Is that the 2 families are more or less the same. If you look at the oldest son, they both have magic swords. They're both very astute, hardworking people that care about their country and will fight and die to protect it. Though they'd rather not die at all because they'll fight hard. Stuff like that.
Of course.
The eldest daughter is overly attached and protective of you. They're both hardworking, dedicated people that use flying mounts. The second son, which is technically your younger brother of both families, both have inferiority complexes, or make a point of trying to prove themselves, and have this little quirk about having a particular interest in one of their female siblings. For Takumi of birthright, she's into Azura. For Leo from Conquest, definitely interested in his actual blood sister, Camille. So, and then finally, there's just the 2 youngest sisters, the 2 little sisters. They're both healers. One of them just happens to be on a horse. Whoop-de-freaking-do. So basically, the families are the same no matter what. It's just how they interact with you. Honestly, it's only the older sister that has any major differences.
Shoot.
Like, this one's a tomboy. This one's a princess. Not a dainty princess, but just definitely a princess.
Excuse me.
It's the interactions of it's the characters that give the story any depth, because the story itself is just like, oh no, the bad guy is trying to be a bad guy for bad guy reasons. And oh no, there's a other kingdom we're at war with that's doing their thing reasonably for their own reasons. Yeah, no, you're right. Camille definitely has some gravity-defying boobs. Even in the heavy leather she's wearing, there is a certain level of higgery-pokery going on there.
Don't get fancy on us now. Don't know if our stream can handle such fancy words. If we suddenly go offline, don't worry. It's because Baz said higgery-pokery.
I'll try to avoid any black magic from now on.
Okie doke.
I know, I enjoyed the games in general, and I look forward to actually finishing them since I've only beaten Birthright so far. But every Fire Emblem game feels about the same. I mean, granted though, one thing in particular that I liked about the last 2 games, both Awakening and Fates, is the whole breeding system. It's just like, hey, let's have these 2 people have kids. They get married, they have a kid, and they just pop out of nowhere. In Awakening, it was a matter of, oh, by the way, you had a kid, and even though you died in the future, your kid survived and grew up, and now they came back into the past to help us. It's just like, yay! So we get to fight alongside our kids. Make sure that your character doesn't die before they get pregnant. Once someone gets pregnant.
It's kind of like, quick, let's make a baby.
Yeah, I mean,
This needs to happen.
it's funny too because the main character Crom, he actually had a child, and that's Lucina, and she's in her crib, and then all of a sudden, the grown-up Lucina shows up and says like, "Hey, I'm here." It's just like, well, crap. How do you? That's a weird relationship.
Indeed.
Just like, go to your room, and then she's just sitting in a room with that has a crib of her younger self sitting there going goo goo.
Right.
It's just like, wow, someone put baby in the corner. Har har har. And then like some other kids from the future would show up, and it's just like, crap, that's my son. I haven't even had a kid yet. We just got married a few minutes ago.
That's a shocker.
Oh, I mean, the kids were there the kids show up at different random times. Like, there was this one kid that made a point of saying, I've been here for 2 years. How's that possible? We got dropped off at different times. So, no way you couldn't have warned us about this war? No, that would, if I went back in time and told you and warned you about the war, then I never would have, I never would have gone back in time to warn you about the war in the first place. I had to wait for things to start in the proper order, sequence of orders before I made my appearance. So you've been stuck for 2 years. Yep. And if your mom died for some reason, would you not exist? I don't know. And you know, that's a funny thing because I really screwed up the timeline a bit because I was just struggling for a real long time in the game over what character Robin should marry. That would be the player character, the avatar. And because I wanted the most powerful offspring, and I found out, you know what? I'll just have him marry Lucina because there's this one thing called Royal Heritage. I think it triggers special bonus effects 10% more of the time, often the time, and Robin had a special ability that would convert half of whatever stat you're not using into power for the stat you are currently using. So if you're attacking physically, you add your half of your magic stat. If you're attacking magically, you add half of your physical stat to the damage. And that would trigger 25% of the time. So with the extra 10%, it would activate 35% of the time. Man! Yeah, you need someone to bear strong sons. Now, see, in Awakening, it's just like, hey, we just had a kid. It's like, hi, I'm your kid from the future. Whereas in Fates, it's just like, well, we just had a kid. I mean, they actually take the time for, okay, so you've been pregnant for 9 months. Whoop, there's the kid. Okay, throw him into the portal. What? The portal. The thing about the game is that your base of operations is in an alternate dimension where you can have as much time as you need to get ready. Which was their way of selling it. And then there's all other smaller pocket dimensions where time flows differently. So literally it's just like, well, we just had a kid like 3 weeks ago, and now that things are properly taken care of, let's just throw them into this magic portal where they'll be taken care of by somebody else, and then come back in a month, and it's like, hey, look, you're 18, let's join the war. Just like, every now and again you would go in to visit somebody. They were supposed to go in and visit someone, but some of them aged faster than others, depending on the portal. Like this one guy was actually shocked that he went back to visit his daughter, and she was already older than he was. It's like, they even mentioned at some point, if you had left me there by now in the time that I've been here, I'd be an old lady. It's just like, they could have been there anytime they wanted. They could have hung out for as long as they wanted. I mean, it's their world, it's their timeline. Time flows to them the same. It's just when they come out, that's when the time flows differently. But basically, they just have baby portals. Here's the baby, throw it in the portal, wait a few minutes, whoop, they pop out fully grown and trained. It's just like, this war is no time for you. Throw them in there, could they come back out? Hey, Dad, I grew up with all the stuff you liked. Because that's all we had.
That is a very interesting concept.
Anyways, the only way to have 2 children with the protagonist character is to either have them female and then choose any man you want, because the children are linked to the father in Fates, or to have the main character as male marry Azura, in which case they'd have a boy and a girl.
Right.
Alternatively, in Fire Emblem Awakening, all the children were linked to the women. And like I said, I had my player character marry the main character's daughter. It's just like, hey, we're best friends, right? Yes. Well, I'm banging your daughter. What? Also, there's a bun in the oven. It's like, how do you know? Because my daughter from the future just showed up. Hi. It's like, what the heck?
A bit peculiar.
Yeah.
Man,
I can't remember what the child's name was for Fire Emblem Fates, because both names are supposed to be like gender ambiguous. Like in Awakening, your child's name was Morgan. I mean, that could be female, that could be male, doesn't matter.
And of course, Robin, same way.
Well, yeah, but that's just like whatever you please. I mean, in Fire Emblem Awakening, I just kept him as the default male character with the default name. Alternatively, I actually put a serious amount of effort into designing my character for Fire Emblem Fates, because in that one it's wholly irrelevant what your character looks like. But what is important, however, is the fact that your character, whatever kid you have, is whatever hair color you have, they have. Now, see, here's the thing. I noticed that not among the family members, no one actually had there was no necessarily universal hair color. I mean, on the Nor family, half the family was blonde, and then there's the one purple-haired daughter. It's just like whatever. Then on the Hoshido side of the family, there's brown. Then there's pink. Then there's blonde. Well, actually, more gray. And then there's pink again. Just like, okay. So I just made my main character have blue hair, saying, I'm not like any of you jokers. Ugh. Gave him a slicked back, cool hairstyle, some facial tattoos to actually differentiate him a little bit, because I gotta tell you, character customization was actually not that cool in either of the games. Feels like there's just so many limited options. Like, I wanted to make my character look anime, of course, because I didn't really particularly like the looks of them all looking gruff and gruntled. Which was not an option in Fates, but like, it seemed like there were so many more things that you could pick and choose from on the female options. Like, when I was going through Awakening, it's just like, man, there's none of the male characters I actually like the look of, so I just went with the basics. So it was just like, I'm gonna just go anime then. But then I'm going through the options for the female things. It's like, there are so many things I'd actually want to play here.
And that happens a lot. Didn't that happen in Tekken tournament and all the, or Pokken tournament?
Yeah, there was not a lot of options I liked in the character customization of... there was not a lot of character customizations I liked in Pokken tournament. It's just like, yeah, there were a few interesting things. It's just like, I really liked okay, so there was Pokemon Coliseum for the Wii. And let me tell you, the character customization in that game was spot on. There were multiple versions, there were multiple bodies types you could have, multiple ages you could have. You could just... There were so many outfits you could put characters into, so you could literally... There were so many things you could actually really get done. Interesting phrases you could spout out. It's just like, this was like the best of the stadium-style arcade games Pokemon games I've ever seen, and we're not going to see another one anytime soon, because the whole concept of three-dimensional Pokemon, 3D Pokemon in a game is, according to the creators of the game, it's not new or surprising anymore, so they don't feel like doing it anymore. And that's a heartbreak, because I love Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah, no kidding.
The minigames were great. It's like, when Pokemon, some of the greatest things about Pokemon is when you're playing the game and it's not about being to be the very best like no one ever was. Pokemon kicks ass when it's not actually focused on the Pokemon, on the trainer aspect, but more just Pokemon goofing around. If you've ever played any of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, those are super fun. Because yeah, you can just like, hey, join my party, and then you run around with a buddy, and your types are important. It's just like that's not necessarily what you're going for.
Right.
It's just like there's actually characters to talk to. What's another example of characters? Right, Persona. Now, I haven't actually gotten into any of the Personas in particular.
I would hope...
Abra loved Mystery Dungeon as well.
Right. Now, I would hope a game named Persona would have a good character customization section.
Well, that's just... Well, no, you don't actually get to choose what your character looks like. That's a bit of a bummer. No, it's more like... how to put it... So your character is utterly bland and blank. So that kind of sucks, but that in a way that's not a bad thing either, because who they are is entirely up to you. So like you don't actually ever hear them speak except in combat.
I see.
And that's wholly irrelevant. But the basic idea of when they are fighting in game sorry, rather when they're not fighting, there's actually a lot to do. See, this game is a huge time sink because it's just like you can do so many things you can do in regular life, but do it in a video game. Yay! Like, you can actually take the time to have your character sit down and study for a test, and the more knowledge that they have, the more knowledge they have, the better outcome they'll have, because they actually ask you a few questions in the middle of the test that they actually bring up at earlier points in the game that, if you remember, is like good for you, and that'll help. And then coupled with good answers plus your high knowledge score, you'll actually, towards the end of the game, towards the end of the test, it's just like, hey, you placed in the top 10 of the school. Good for you. And then nothing particular happens, but it does lead towards the better endings.
Oh man, I was too short right there.
You play as a male,
route.
Except for the 5th one, which just came out in Japan and is currently being localized for. Oh, you're dead.
Yeah.
You always play as a male main character, and in doing so, towards the later games where you can actually have relationships with people, that means you can choose which girl you want to get with. And there are actually a lot of options, but for the record, it's just like, unless you're going for one of the main girls, the characters that are in your party, you're not going to get the good ending. So even though you think that the underclassman in the band camp has the cutest rosy cheeks and the sweetest personality ever, you can't get with her if you want the good ending. You gotta either choose the martial arts nut and tomboy who sucks at school and can't cook, so basically worst girl. Fight me, Chie fan, boys. There's the classical girl who hates living in the country and wants to go out and have an exciting life. Who I understand why people like her, because she seems like the obvious choice. But, you know, sometimes, and us in the literary world have the saying, never be afraid of the obvious. Anyway, she's super traditional. Even if she's not great at cooking, she is smart. She's good at academics and friendly. And then I think there's like 2 more girls. One of them is a pop star. She's a year younger than you. She's friendly enough, and she's kind of flip-flopping between enjoying her life as a pop star or rather an idol.
Hey, happy birthday, man.
That's you. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Hey, man. Okay, I'm pretty sure I know who this is, and his birthday's March 31st. So, happy birthday way in advance, I guess, and thank you very much for the birthday wishes to me.
That's 10 days away. We actually have another week to wish him happy birthday if you'd like to show up again.
Oh yeah, I'll go ahead and give you one of these.
Congratulations on living another year.
Ain't it swell? He's turning 18.
Oh, well, that's a particular age. Oh boy, we got like 20 minutes left. This is gonna have to be your last run, bud.
Probably. You need to jet right at 10.
Right around. I mean, I gotta stop by at home. I gotta grab my... Yeah, he's saying the same. It's not his birthday. I gotta stop at home and grab dinner, change clothes, drive to work. And of course, I have to drive super safe because it's freaking pouring rain.
Yeah, it's pretty bad out there right now.
I'm sure many of you guys have heard of the current crisis going on in California. The exact opposite crisis we've been dealing with for the last few years. Well, where we're now flooding, we're drowning up here. Except for us. I mean, we're in a bowl, but at the very least, we're at the top of the bowl.
Yeah, it's really weird.
It's good to live on hills, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's actually making my job kind of complicated. We're actually dealing with a lot of refugees that were forced out of their homes because of the flood warnings.
Really?
And on top of the fact that people that are just staying here otherwise, they're actually getting hit with some detours that take them 6 hours to get to where we are. Just an enormous loop around the lake.
That's insane.
So, not exactly a great setup. Still, my job is still mostly quiet.
That's good.
I mean, that's what you get for being the night manager.
Well, I suppose that's true, isn't it?
I don't know, I mean, calling me a night manager seems kind of a bit of a joke, considering the fact that it's like, I'm only the night manager because I'm the only one on staff on the clock at night.
I see.
It's just like, it's like saying, you like to eat healthy, so even though you go to McDonald's, you order the salad. It's just like, yeah, that's my favorite health food store. It's like, not quite.
I feel ya.
It's like, You have so much responsibility. I sit here alone by myself for 8 hours at a desk.
Mm-hmm. Not the most thrilling of occupations.
No. I mean, at the very least, it's not. It certainly takes a certain level of stress out of my life. Like, if everything is going smoothly and I'm just sitting there working at my desk, it's just like, okay, I can get my life together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have time to think, huh?
Sometimes too much time. I mean, you know how there's just, like, sometimes you go too deep into your head and you come across something you never expected? Or didn't want to?
Oh, yeah.
Just like, if you're by yourself for too long, too hard, you think some deep thoughts, but then you get into some weird stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you take a hard look at yourself that you just really need to have some kind of distraction. Because my job, I can work pretty fast and efficient on most nights. If nothing particular shows up, I have a lot of free time on my hands. That I spend just like, yeah, I'll just do this, I'll just do that. It's just like, there's only so many times you can watch a YouTube video.
Yeah, I get you there. You know, I used to really be good at marathoning YouTube channels, but these days I'm kind of like, after the first hour, it's like,
I don't know, it's just like, even if you're watching some new content, like, I can't necessarily watch Markiplier anymore. And he does some cool stuff every now and again, and I like Markiplier.
Yeah.
It's just like, a lot of the stuff is the same, and the only things that really grip my interest are the horror video games, and it's just like, I can't work while watching those. And even if I'm watching those, I start spazzing out because horror video games scare the snot out of me. I just don't handle horror games very well. Like, that's gonna be like, if I'm gonna be famous for anything, I'm gonna be streaming one day. And I'm gonna be playing, like, I don't know, I've beaten Dead Space, so probably not that. Like, beating Five Nights at Freddy's, so probably not that. I don't know, just like any good horror game that's going on right now. Or that's gonna be making a good showing lately. I'm gonna be spazzing out so hard that I fall out of my chair. Just knock my chair over and screaming. And that'll just be like what I'm known for a while. Like, that'll be, if I ever have a piece of merchandise, that'll be like the second piece of merchandise I ever have, because the first one won't have my name and logo on it. Like, that's like everybody's first bit of merchandise. And then then they start having things that actually involve their channel.
Right.
And then they'll probably just take the rant that I have in a word bubble, and then there's just a picture of me in a chair on the ground in a cartoonish fashion. Yes, Resident Evil 7. That's a game I hear went over really well because they kind of went back to the original format of you running around a house in a very enclosed environment, and you're barely putting up a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Though I hear it's not as scary as you think, though I suppose the scariest thing about that game that would make it horrifying would be that you're fighting zombie hillbillies that are trying to eat you.
Right, that's a factor.
Honestly, it's kind of a huge disconnect from their other Resident Evil games because, yeah, those hillbillies may have the T-virus, but it's kind of more like, I feel like the story is more like Silent Hill 2 than it is any of the Resident Evil games. Because you're searching around this house trying to find your dead wife. Which, interesting concept, but that's basically exactly Silent Hill 2. The only way that can make it more Silent Hill 2 is if there were multiple endings, one of which involves the Shiba Inu pressing away at button controllers, controlling the whole situation.
Oh man, when I saw that, I just
oh man, there were so many bad. I love some of the endings. Like, some of the bad endings was just like the endless monologue going on to dreary music. It's just like,
yes.
Oh, did you play the demo Kitchen on the VR, Dades? Because I jumped out of my skin. I loved every second of it, but I loved... Whoa!
Yeah, that I find resets the sharks so I can get on these faster.
That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
That seemed really risky, though.
Yeah, it looks risky, but actually that entire area becomes a platform.
Interesting.
It becomes solid. Yeah, it's really weird.
You just got crab punched.
Crabbed. Oh, crab. Oh, crab.
Mr. Krabs, why? Are you feeling it now, Sponge Boy?
Was that bootleg SpongeBob?
No.
Okay.
That's actually something Krabs said at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, I mean, he said, "Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?" And then there's Sponge Boy. Just like I'm just.
You know what? I remember that.
I'm just putting a couple things together.
I remember that now.
You know what's really fascinating? None of these creatures seem like they're ready to eat you.
Mm-hmm. They're just swimming around.
Yeah,
having a good time.
PlayStation VR is just one of those gimmicks that, while it's amazingly well done and very beautiful, the problem is that it's unless it has a niche environment for rail shooters and driving games, I don't really see a lot of good games going to be coming out for it. Because when you think about it, that kind of setup is perfect for those two things, but not much else. Like, rail shooters and car games, those are all about sitting down and doing stuff relative to your position and what's coming at you. Mm-hmm. But in terms of exploring games, I can't really think of a lot of good set situations. Because, like, I can't imagine a lot of good explorer games. I mean, there's this one called Wayward Sky that I thought, wow, this is fun. It's kind of like a look-down toy box situation, where you're guiding this character and from an over-the-top view as though they were dolls running around. And then taking manual control for solving puzzles and such. I thought, wow, that was fun and creative. But the demo was actually really short. The demo was actually perfect for giving you a taste of all the good stuff, but not enough to get a chance to really sink your teeth into.
Oh, man.
Just enough for a taste.
I'm falling apart right now.
I think this...
I kind of want to reset, but do we have time?
We have 15 minutes. So unless you make one miraculous run...
You know what? I'm kind of feeling it.
Alright. So yeah, like 30 minutes of entertainment for anything. Like, I don't know, there's just so many games I just can't see it happening. Like, Job Simulator was a fun and creative game, but it's like, yeah, 30 minutes of entertainment. You're 10 minutes for that game, 10 minutes for that job, 10 minutes for that job, and then you're done and you're bored. It's like not really worth a full game. That's the tricky thing. I mean, like...
Yeah, tech demos thrive on VR.
Oh yeah, they're great. The demos are always amazing. It's just like, after that, I'm bored.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just... VR is a wonderful setup. It's just like, until you can really move around in the game where you're moving yourself, that's where it's gonna end. Like,
yeah, until then, it almost feels pretentious, I'd imagine.
I suppose. I mean, I know that there's this one VR game that I played where they basically just put you in a blank maze, and they handed you a pack, which is basically the battery pack, a gun, and the VR headset, and basically everything was kind of more or less... the VR was imposed onto the walls. So if you see a wall in the game, that's where the wall is in real life, but the wall in real life is just blank and white.
I see.
And, sure, there's a barrel there, there's a crate there, there are ammo you can find here and there, flint tripper, please. And you had guns. It's just like, that was a great thing, but that was more like an attraction setup, and that's not something you can just generally have in your own home.
That ain't a video game at that point.
Well, it is.
It's a video simulation and the game.
Like,
I suppose.
I loved going on the roller coaster style games, like the real life roller coasters where you have targets to shoot as you fly by.
Oh yeah.
I think those are fun as hell.
You ever been to Astro Blasters in Disneyland?
No. The one time I went to Disneyland, I was stuck in a group, and anywhere we went had to go up to a vote.
I see.
And we pretty much agreed that the interactive game lines, those just were way too long for anybody to say, yeah, we want to go for it. I mean, I would have waited for hours to play that game for like 3 minutes. But I don't think... That's just... Even I would say, yeah, that wasn't worth it in the end.
Yeah, so that one was a lot of fun. We would get on there all the time.
I was actually super disappointed. We went there around the 4th of July weekend, so we could have... If we had the opportunity to see fireworks, it's just like... The people in charge of the drives, like, I'm tired, I want to go to sleep, let's get everyone load up. It's like, man, I want to see fireworks coming out of Disney Castle. So hey, if you have any ideas about, or don't have any ideas about birthday presents, so totally get down for Disneyland.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe Fright Fest at Six Flags. That's a bit more achievable, but I've been to that.
I never have. And I remember hearing that it was going on one time, and it was getting nighttime, and I was like little, and so I didn't know exactly what was up with it, and I was just so scared. I was like, okay, let's go.
Well, I like there are 3 times in life where you want to go to Six Flags in such places. is the Super Bowl. Because you can go to the Super Bowl, walk right up to that coaster and get right on because everyone is in bars or at parties or whatever else. Super Bowl Sunday ruins the business for any open amusement parks, and it is a blast to just go right up to the roller coaster and ride it, then get off, run around again, and get back on.
Oh yeah.
It is so cool. Let's see. Another situation where the rides are kind of free. I went about 2 summers ago. I went with John and Joe, and we went there because it was the last day that the Roar was going to be around, which is the oldest wooden roller coaster that Six Flags had. It was going to be retired that day, so we got on the Roar. We did that first and foremost, got that taken care of, got a commemorative photo, had a good time. And after we did that, we did everything else. Because everyone was in line for the Roar, all the other rides were virtually had no lines whatsoever. It's just like, whoop, whoop.
Oh, that's cool.
So, if a ride is being retired, everyone's getting on there quickly because they want to go again. Because they want to try it one last time.
One more time.
Exactly. So, we just got on and off. So, the only time that I would recommend, going to Six Flags where the lines aren't going to be fun, is Fright Fest, because let me tell you, Fright Fest is a blast.
Oh yeah.
Just costumes everywhere. They got once night comes out, they have people in costumes dressed up as movie monsters and killers. There's this one guy. Okay, so I was maybe 16 at the time. We went on there to check things out. So this guy's got the chainsaw, and it has flint grains on there, so it makes a lot of sparks when it hits the ground, but it's mostly harmless. So there's this one guy that just got scared, and he threw the basketball he'd won at the guy. So Mr. Freddy Krueger lookalike with the chainsaw grabs it and starts dribbling and just like, you got no skills, son. He just says the nastiest voice ever.
Oh my god!
It's just like, and he's just spinning it on his finger in one hand, and he's revving up a chainsaw in the other.
Oh, I wish I could have seen that. Oh my god.
Oh, Fright Fest is a total blast. There's parades. They have this whole musical sequence where they're doing the time warp. Oh my gosh, it is a huge party.
I need to see that.
Halloween is the best.
I so need to go there.
I complain a lot about my birthday being on Halloween, but fact is, Halloween is a cool holiday.
Yeah. It's one of the best in my opinion, top 3.
It's too bad its actual message is long and forgotten.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It's kind of like I suppose in a sense it's like Dia de los Muertos, in a sense where you're supposed to remember you're supposed to remember the dead, but unlike in the Mexican Day of the Dead where it's all about, oh, they're gonna come back, the long journey, we're gonna feed them and give them a drink and party with them one night, then send them home. That's how it's supposed to work. Whereas I believe that Halloween is more of an Irish holiday, pagan anyways.
Oh yeah.
At the very least, and the whole thing about that is that it's the dead are back. Don't let them catch you, because they'll take you with them, and that's kind of sucky. Oh, see, I was wondering why everything went quiet there for a bit.
Did it go off?
Apparently.
Oh man.
Well, I think it was for Abra, not us.
Oh yeah. Okay, like we didn't go offline.
I don't think so.
Okay, good.
Hey, Dades, did we go offline at all?
I hope not.
Pardon.
Sure.
Hey. No. Less than 15 minutes. Right.
Taking off soon.
Soon enough. I mean, I don't actually have to be to work in at least an hour, but I still want to. But it still takes me to safely drive there 20 minutes, and I need to run home, eat, grab my stuff, change.
Okay, yeah. I'll be sure to finish this up quickly then, which is kind of what I've been trying to do this whole time. But,
yeah, isn't that kind of the whole point of a speedrun? You know, a game I'd love to sit down and play with you. But would take forever to finish would be Final Fantasy X. And if possible, I'd like to burn through the Kingdom Hearts series with you.
Oh yeah.
Because I really want to discuss some things with you, and and problem with Kingdom Hearts is that you just gotta you gotta go start from the beginning, and you gotta play the games in not the chronological order, the release order. Let's see. So, the gist of it is that Kingdom Hearts 1, essential, gotta play that. Kingdom Hearts 2, essential, gotta play that. Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, which came between those two games, and actually came out in the chronological equivalent, so it was Kingdom Hearts, then Chain of Memories, then Kingdom Hearts 2. Piece of cake. Those games were great, and they came out in the right order.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just Abra.
Okay, good.
Then after Kingdom Hearts 2, that's where things started going haywire. Like, that was the Ocarina of Time of when things start going nuts with the timeline. So what came next was Birth by Sleep, which was a prequel to all the previous games, and actually showed off a lot and discussed a lot of subject matter.
Let's see.
Which was pretty cool. Which was...
Okay, sub 9. Let's go.
It was actually a really fun game because you got to play as 3 characters who were actually, guess what, trained with the Keyblade. So
What?
So Sora is constantly having to travel with Donald and Goofy, Dolan and Gooby, and he needs them back up because he's just not. He has no idea what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas these guys, hey, guess what? They actually spent several years training with magical artifacts, known as Keyblades, and all topped off with magic. So they actually know a little bit of what the hell they're doing.
How about that?
So, you can either play as the attack-oriented character, Terra, who specializes in Earth-style magic and he's struggling with the darkness in his heart, which is basically a big thing of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And he focuses on heavy sweeping attacks rather than precise combos or magic. You can play as Ventus, who's all about a light flurry of hits. He even holds his Keyblade wrong in a reverse backhand stance. And while he's decent enough at magic, he focuses definitely more on a quick series of combos, even though he has a particular talent in using lightning and wind magic.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Aqua, who's very flighty, light, airy, and has definite specialty when it comes to magic. And not just magic of, ooh, I'm gonna use fire and then blizzard, then thunder. She's actually able to do things other than just combat.
Wind, water, heart, go planet!
You know, that's actually a joke I've repeatedly made throughout playing Birth by Sleep, as well as through the fragmentary passage of 0.2.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, wow, I just can't help. I was just speaking for Aqua. It's like, wow, I can't just help but think this all could have avoided if you idiots could have spec'd for once in a little bit of magic study. But no, it's all about heavy hitting and combos for you nut jobs. And look what happened to you. One of you shattered your heart, the other one lost it altogether, and now I'm stuck in darkness cleaning up after you idiots. But no, Aqua's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
0.2 was really fun for me because it was fun playing as a Keyblade character at the beginning that actually has all of their abilities maxed out for the most part. So that was an entertaining change of pace. You know, if there was only anything I was particularly perturbed by, it was the fact that, the story wasn't totally gripping, just the gameplay was. I mean, it was basically just a Zelda game for me.
Mm-hmm.
And the achievements were fun, especially when it came to customizing what Aqua's appearance was, even if there were just more like slapstick on spackle.
Oh boy, here's the Trollton. First time.
Oh no!
First and last time tonight. Thank you, Bess.
Anyway, so Birth by Sleep happens, and you see what happens to these 3 Keyblade wielders and how they get their life screwed over big time in this prequel.
Mm-hmm.
One shatters his heart, one's stuck in the world of darkness, in a bad way, one had his heart stolen altogether.
Let's see.
So that kind of sucks royally. Anywho, let's see, what came next was 365 Slice over 2 days, which was a prequel to Kingdom Hearts 2, in which case it happened during and after Chain of Memories.
Sweet. Okay, you can cancel the Trollolo. Nailed it!
So basically it talks about the story of Roxas and what he did during the 1 year of his existence, and not exactly exciting, but it did have some touching moments that altogether didn't matter because the whole point of it is like, oh no, this character died, but everyone forgot she ever existed because of that. So it's just like, well, who cares? And for anyone that actually cares about Shion, I got a message for you, she didn't matter.
Boy, that's gonna get you some hate mail.
Well,
at least we're not that popular yet. Boy, if you were. Whew.
Oh boy.
I would be leaving the room right now.
And then there was Recoded, which was actually after Kingdom Hearts 2. So basically, the basic story of that is like, hey, Jimmy's journal that went blank between 1 and 2. We don't know why because everyone forgot. There's still information in there, but it's hidden away somehow. So hey, Mickey uses his magical BS and says, hey, okay, I'm just going to convert it all into digital data. Just like, you can do that? Yes, because I'm the king.
Good logic.
Anyways, so they turn, and he says, alright, here we are. Oh shit, it's full of bugs. So now they have no information. So they gotta find a way to clear out all the bugs. How do they do that? Simple. They make the Sora in the memories of the thing become an antivirus program and go around beating the crap out of everything.
Oh, but of course.
And the story is wholly irrelevant for the most part. It's just they do find a secret towards the end of the game that had a lot of information that they didn't know about because no one actually had a record of what happened in Castle Oblivion, which was in Chain of Memories. The only one that knew anything that happened was Riku and Mickey, but they didn't actually know what Sora went through.
Okay, so apparently my L button doesn't like to work when I press it. Which kind of stinks because it loses me stuff. Like right there, I could have made that skip too. Oh well, I'm losing time, but hey.
It ends with Sora. Oh boy. It ends with Sora getting a message from King Mickey saying, hey crap, there's something we need to talk to you about. And then that's pretty much it for a few years until the 10th anniversary comes out and Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance came out. And Sora and Riku are taking the Mark of Mastery exam to be masters of Keyblade. How do they do this? They gotta forget everything they ever learned, for starters. Something Sora's familiar with. Ha ha ha. And they gotta go into the world of dreams, or the world of sleeping, and find a bunch of worlds that fell asleep that hadn't quite waken up yet, and learn how to wake them up. Anyways, so long story short, Sora fails, loses literally all of his powers because he gets kidnapped. Riku succeeds and he becomes master. Go Riku. And that's
final boss time.
And that's when Fragmentary Passage comes in, where for the most part everything's a flashback of a story that Mickey's telling, explaining what he did and how he met Aqua and what she was up to, and then how to move forward. And so Master Riku and Mickey are looking for a way to get in and out of the darkness and take someone with them. Kairi and Axel, who is alive again, now his name is Lee, because he's human again, are training with Merlin to learn how to use the Keyblade, because apparently Merlin knows how to do that, teach people to do that.
Well, naturally.
Even though he was a magic teacher in all the previous games. And now Sora is like, he and Sid's just like, so Sora, you done fucked up pretty good. So now you gotta go to Olympus Coliseum to talk to Hercules, who is also a hero who, like you, lost all of his power. And while we can't actually expect a full recovery because you're a freaking dunce, we hope that you can learn some of the power, get back some of the power you lost, because it's kind of essential to our plan here. So, off to Olympus Coliseum with you, and that still pretty much just leaves Aqua in the World of Darkness fighting Heartless for who knows how long. Rather, Master Aqua, because she passed her test. And then there is like a prequel movie that's the start of everything else that I haven't watched yet because I was saving it for a proper time.
I see.
So all in all, Kingdom Hearts is a very convoluted story, which I would not recommend playing chronologically, because currently the earliest game is actually an iOS and mobile game, where you have your own original characters walking around, traveling, and fighting alongside Disney characters and other Keyblade wielders. Those are all characters that are gonna die in the Keyblade War. Like, once that game eventually gets shut down, I wish there would like be an ending event where everyone dies. Like, anytime you die from now on is permadeath, and your Keyblade just sits there as a tombstone for the rest of existence. Because anyone that's played the game knows that there was this one... Ah, yes, thank you, Abra, for the correction on the title name. There was this one Keyblade area called the Keyblade Graveyard, and there is just it's an entire world filled with nothing but Keyblades and dust. It's just like every single one of those Keyblades had a wielder. Every single one of those Keyblades was at least a very minimal of a single life lost in that war. It's just like, wow, that's a lot of people dead.
Mm-hmm. How are we on time right now?
Well,
what is the time?
18 minutes, 44 seconds, and it's now 10:03.
Okay.
So, it'd be appreciated if you didn't fuck up.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that in mind. How about I do my damnedest just for that?
Be swell. I mean, I'm gonna get to work on time no matter what. Just, you know, if I don't have to rush, that'd be super.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want you to stay safe, so... For your sake, if nothing else.
Then I got a meeting tomorrow, and that happens much earlier than my usual wake-up time.
Oh, that stinks. I think I finally found the zone where I can, like, talk and focus at the same time. It's not an easy thing for me to do, usually. Come on down, you're the next contestant on Go to Hell! I know, right? And... here we go. 20:05, almost a sub 20. That's really good, because I know exactly what it did wrong, and I know I can fix it. That was a very good run. I'd say 1930 is easily in my grasp.
Alright, dance party.
So, woo!
Alright, so, we're all done here. We gotta... thank goodness it's all done.
Victory.
So, happy birthday to you, Winterbit. I hope you had a great time. I hope you enjoyed the snacks I brought.
I can't imagine a better way to have spent my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've had a blast today. Ah, stretch break!
Feel those joints snap.
Snap, crackle, pop! Yeah, I'm gonna grab another one of these. I don't know about any of you, but I actually like when pastries start getting that little crisp around the edge.
Yeah, like they just begin slightly drying out a little bit, and when they do, it's just like, crunchy.
Exactly.
But hey, I hope you guys all had a wonderful, wonderful night with us.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know about more peanut butter, but...
No.
We're all about just wrapped up here. We're gonna do our closing statements. We're gonna pack up, and I gotta rush to work. Once again, happy birthday, my friend.
It's been a pleasure, Bass.
And we hope you guys all had a wonderful time watching us. Next week, we're gonna try and get our butts together. I think, just a spoiled surprise, I'm gonna set up and play Bastion because I know that game and I know you guys are gonna enjoy it too. And after that, we're gonna go back to jumping around, having more fun on the Game Boy Advance, and Winterbit here is gonna show off even more impressive cheats and skips in Frogger's Adventure.
Oh yeah.
So,
and we already got a world record today in the new game.
Oh yeah.
The new Frogger arcade game.
Just gotta keep that up. Eventually, maybe I'll actually do the same.
Yeah, we could do that. I might even add Iridian 3D into the mix, because that does actually have some features where you can cut down the time if you really try. So, maybe look forward to that, and you will see how it goes. Yeah, thank you very much for joining us, and hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Good night, everybody! It feels good to be appreciated. Not all.